Virum, that
Where
fucking
is that?
screenshot's clean.
Is that yours, Soaring?
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Virum is nice with the camera in every walk of life, bro. I'm sick of this.
No matter the medium, if he's got a camera, he's gonna post some fire shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he's nice. Like he's really nice with it. Like it's kind of flagrant, actually.
He's dapper in everything he does. Why he got a monocle in here too?
Yeah. What's
Oh,
with
here
the
we go.
monocle,
Now
bro?
I got it.
I didn't even
Had
know
to
that
complete the
was
look.
I knew you were gonna use that outfit when I played the leak.
The Sakurai hat. All right,
I'm telling
let's
you,
see
Fidel's
this.
team makes no sense.
Where is I?
What do you mean it makes?
Did
no
I not
sense?
share it?
Is this
Look at his team, and then he has
how
Gengar.
far are you, Fidel?
I'm telling
in the
you,
third area.
Fidel's literally using the team that the Pokemon Twitter account would post shit with.
Listen, man, I like these
Crazy.
Pokemon.
Hold on, I'll post mine right
his
now.
team is just a bunch of plushes. That's all it is.
Legitimately, yes.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right.
A bunch of plush. Oh yeah, you got.
Yeah, I have plushes of like all of these except
The
the.
Alolan Vulpix really ties it all together.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
There's mine.
Let's
that's a
see.
great
Oh my god, that Eevee's huge.
Oh, this
That's
looks
the
like
Alpha
Alpha.
Eevee. Yeah,
So I also have the Alpha Eevee, bro.
I love that Alpha Eevee.
Eevee looks dead, bro. It just looks like
It does. It looks like he died.
Looks like Overquill took it out.
Damn, bro.
Dude, it does
I
kind of
want
look like
Cleaver
that.
so bad.
Did you see
Cleaver
that?
rules, man. I love it.
Overquill surprised me with how much I like it. I thought it was
Dude,
gonna,
same.
I really thought I wouldn't like it, but the more I look at it, it really reminds me of like a generic enemy from Splatoon story mode.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it looks like that. Yeah, the kid that sits down in the main area.
Well, he's obviously based on like those floating landmines, right?
Yeah,
Like the
Yeah.
little yeah.
There's
I think that's
there's
what
a
regular Quillfish is based off of, other than a
Overquill-
pufferfish.
I guess that's true.
Overquill is also a fantastic name.
It is. I totally agree.
Also, it's so much better. Have you guys seen Beta Quillfish's evolution?
No,
Let me post it. It's so much better than what we got, or than what we would have got. Look at this ugly bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of
that
like
thing.
him. Wait a minute, I kind of like him.
He was gonna be.
He would have been
for
electric?
some reason.
Yeah, electric poison or something. That'd be cool. Oh
He's a
yeah, I
weirdo.
like him a lot.
He's a little weirdo.
Hey, Zeph, you like that thing on the right, bro? He's cooling, bro. Where'd he go?
Why is he in? Bro, get him out of there.
What you mean? He went in there himself.
Also, curiously, because I didn't know where I got it, and everyone was saying, "Oh my God, how did you get that stone? What do you get the Cleaver stone from?"
So the only ways it drops is from Geodudes, Gravelers, or shiny mineral deposits.
Okay, so that I know where I got it from then, because there was like a 1.5 hour span on my stream 2 days ago where I did nothing but fight Geodudes and Gravelers because I wanted to level up one of my Pokemon. I was trying to get experience for my Decidueye, and it was easy to just kill them all in one hit, and one of them must have just dropped it. That makes sense. Yeah, because I love Cleaver, man, and that Pokemon is like really good.
I'll be right
And-
back.
Shiny is crazy.
Stealth Rock and like all the other new rock moves where they added features where you actually get damaged every turn in addition to doing damage is great. I love it.
Wait, what is this that you just posted, Zeph? I don't recognize any of what's happening here. What's occurring
Where?
here? I
Was
don't
he
like
not
it.
here
I
for
don't-
that either? Of course not.
Oh, these are beta. Okay, so a long time ago, while you were still gone, there was like a huge leak, and a ton of Pokemon's beta stuff leaked. Would you like to see them?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Dying as the hours go
Why
by.
would you even ask, bro? Of course I'd want to see them. So like beta, like this is official stuff?
That's official. Like this right here, this is all official. All of these.
They don't look okay. They
I don't remember
really-
the fucking Pikachu.
what is the-
With
Is the one on the
Pikachu?
far right supposed to be Celebi? And is the one in the bottom supposed to be unknown?
No, so the one on the right is that brown thing is Celebi, and so is the thing on the bottom in the middle.
What? In the bottom of the it's like supposed to be a hieroglyphic version of Celebi or something?
No, it's based off of something called the Coco Pelli.
Oh.
I'll
Two
post it.
different design concepts.
Yeah.
This is what it's based off of.
Pikachu?
Oh
looks like a
yeah, of
huge
course, of
Pikachu.
course.
Yo, what the fuck? I unlocked
Based off
suits?
of Squidward? Okay.
Squidward.
Why the fuck did I walk around in a
Trash,
suit, bro?
bro.
Wait, is the show
Squidward.
started or no?
Or something, or
No,
his
the show
nose,
hasn't
I don't
started
know.
yet. No.
I feel like I should post this because Virum's here.
A little.
Is this
That's
supposed to be
wild.
like
Maybe
Tangela?
That looks
Yeah,
cute.
that's Tangela. That's Tangela's pre-evolution and beta Tangrowth.
Oh, I kind
Wow.
of really like those.
Why the fuck do I have access to suits in this game?
Do you want to see a really weird one? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking through this main big sheet first.
You want to see the whole thing?
Okay, so
Supposed to be
y'all know
Power
Kingdra,
Tone?
obviously, right?
Yeah.
With the long ass snout. It used to look much more like a dragon.
Oh, weird. That's cool looking. I've never seen that.
Here's like an
it
artistic
had-
version.
Oh, it had little. This is actually. I don't know if this is arguably better.
Bro, I live for when people draw like recent Pokemon in the old Gen 1 style.
Oh yeah, with the weird lighting on it and everything.
These are obviously
The
like
watercolor
artistic
approach.
renditions, but these are all real Pokemon except for the last thing.
What
No,
are
wait, no,
you
that last
telling
thing's real
me?
too.
I'm getting my fucking.
Wait, did somebody? Okay, was this like part of a leak, or this is like somebody came through and?
These are like
Made it-
updated versions. Here's the actual sprites.
Ah,
What the fuck? Apparently this message is explicit and I can't send it. What the
What?
Yeah, Discord has some weird like.
Yeah,
There's some
there.
auto
I
detection
sent
on
the-
Discord. It's
I
fucking
sent
weird.
the full Pokedex of beta gold, silver, crystal. Pokemon.
Whoa, this is cool.
let me click that. Oh wow.
How do I evolve this goddamn Psyduck?
Interesting to me that the only starter that made it through the beta phases was Chikorita.
Yeah.
Did that make it through the explicit thing?
Hey, yo!
Yo,
know.
This.
Roger,
I didn't know if it made it through or not. That's why I asked.
why do you have that, bro?
I just typed in Pokemon Legends.
Nah, you did not type that in.
Hey,
Never mind, bro.
Dude, I
Never mind,
definitely
bro. Go
did.
back.
Here, I'll give you the hashtag.
Yo.
Look at this.
No. The only thing you typed in was in your.
There we go.
No, I did. Hold on. I will literally. I'll send you what I typed in. Here, look.
The only thing you typed was
Look.
in your fucking Windows Explorer search bar to find it on your computer.
Is not the case. I literally typed in the tag on Pixiv, and it's all pictures like that. Every single
Okay,
one.
anyway, here is another leak from Gen 4.
Whoa. Yan Mega looks awesome like that.
Gigas is so funny.
Guess what the
Yeah,
thing
no.
next to Yan Mega is, Roger?
It's so funny.
Wait, the thing next to Yan Mega, is that Rotom?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That shit looks like the things from Spirited Away.
That's so funny.
Is that Dark?
Actually, I like Obama Snow. I think he looks kind of cool that way.
Another interesting thing from the Gen 4 beta is every single Pokemon had a gender difference.
Whoa.
Like a major one.
It's not just like the Pikachu Hearttail or whatever.
No, that would be like a major one.
Okay.
Like
But
that
something very
changes the
distinguishable.
look of the Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beta Togekiss is so
Wow,
weird,
worked.
bro. Why is it angry?
Bro, I like that because regular Togekiss is ugly as hell.
I kind of like regular Togekiss. He's just a
Ugly
big,
as
fat,
hell.
fluffy, weird
I
looking
like
guy.
Togetic a lot.
Yeah, Togetic is cute.
Why does Beta Regigigas look like a Earthbound enemy?
He does.
Oh, we're missing an essential Betamon here.
Which one?
Ooh.
Where's the? Wait, do we have the Meowth?
Yep.
Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, no, this one's a meme image. It's funny
That's
as hell.
correct.
I really. Do you know how much money Game Freak could make by putting out a book with this stuff? Like
That is true. Well, I think that the reason they probably don't want to do it is because eventually they're going to adapt these things into other Pokemon. Because like they did that. This was supposed to be Hitmontop.
That's
And then
just Wario.
This was supposed to be. This was supposed to be the little turtle from Tortuga or whatever his name. Tortuga.
I want to know what this
Tortuga?
is
Yeah.
supposed to be. What is this?
What the?
It's
That
like,
is awesome looking.
Is that Skull
Marowak.
Greymon?
Yeah, that's great.
It looks,
Oh yeah, here's some more. There's Weedle.
What the fuck is that
Yep.
shit?
Yeah,
That is,
Weedle and Kakuna.
That's a creepy. That's a
Strange
creepy
Weedle.
costume, bro.
Because then this was supposed to be Weedle's final form. Is right here.
Oh, somebody made 3D models for some of them.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, whoa, that one's awesome looking.
Whoa.
They made 3D models for all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure someone did. Bro.
Wait, where are you?
Wow.
where
Oh,
are
I
you
love
getting
that
all this
Elekid.
now?
Just on
Google
Bulbapedia,
Images.
I typed in Betamon and then it showed up on Bulbapedia. And it
Oh,
gives you links
okay.
to like where. Here's
pretty
the page.
cool.
Hold on. Wow,
The
I love the
animation
panda.
and everything.
This is a big one that I'm upset we didn't get. It would have been the first fire water type.
Which one is this?
Yo,
Oh, whoa, he's cool looking.
are we starting?
Oh, that
Uh,
one's fire.
I think so. I think we're waiting on Shofu.
I'm gonna keep posting these because you're cool. Here's Porygon 2.
Yeah, these are cool.
Do I use this
I
Alpha
love him.
Tangrowth?
This is Cone from Bleach.
Yo, Mike,
All right.
here.
Is that Baby Tingala?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cute, cute.
Why does he look like a One Punch Man villain?
Oh,
little bit.
exactly. Exactly.
Like for real? Like like all One
Yeah.
Punch Man villains have like one eye. And they're just like one color.
I wonder.
These
why
are
they-
really quality models. I've never seen these before until now.
Where are you getting these from?
These are just all on Google Images.
The Baby Meowth is great.
yeah, that one's good.
I love the baby Meowth.
Is that supposed to be Oddish above it?
No, that's Tangela.
Baby Tangela.
Look how much of a bastard this Pokemon used to be.
You call it a bastard like that, bro.
Oh my god.
I feel like they could still make that an evolution for Girafarig at some
It
point.
should be like a
If they
Mega
wanted
Evolution.
to, yeah, yeah.
Wait.
That's
Is that
another
supposed-
thing. Did you guys hear about that? Mega Evolution data was found in Legends Arceus, even though it's not in Sword and Shield.
Oh,
I
no.
wish.
Uh-uh.
I would be so down for Megas.
All I'm saying is DLC.
yes, please.
That'd be great.
Finding Megas in
people
the
have a
wild would be
problem?
sick.
People have a
Oh my
problem
God,
with
Shofu, are you really using this as the episode image? Come on, man. Come on,
image?
man. Is this
What is
the?
it?
Oh no.
All right, I'm back.
Why do you guys do this to me every week?
What do you mean? Why do we do this to
Oh,
you?
damn it.
You-
Bro, you do it to yourself, bro.
But it's like, it's out of context, and then it's just weird.
No,
Nothing's out of
no.
context.
This is 100% your fault.
No
It's out
such
of
thing as out
context.
of context.
Nothing is ever out of context.
What's out of context about it, Roger?
That's out of context.
Well, because it was taken with me holding up Rowlet, being like, I'm starting to play the game for the first time, and then instead you're using it with my face blown up in the
Yeah,
background.
So it's not out of context. It's perfectly in
Fidel, I'm
context.
involving Eevee into Vaporeon. Can you calm down?
I can change the picture, but somebody sent me the picture. This shit is mad funny though.
All right, we'll
Bro,
use it.
do
We'll
not-
keep it. We'll keep it.
Fidel,
That's
stop
fine.
giggling, bro. Stop.
Bro, I'm getting him out of here.
Finally.
I talk about Vaporeon. He starts giggling like that. Hello?
You did that? No.
I didn't do shit. I just said calm down.
I'm getting him out of here.
Is he gone?
He
Now.
got
Now he's gone.
Somebody had to
Holy
do it.
fuck.
I didn't even do that.
Where are the logs?
Wait, you have the power to just destroy him? Hold on.
Yo,
Yeah.
Alpha Tangrowth's so fucking big, bro. What the fuck?
Anyone could just move anyone to any other channel. It's great.
Hey, yo.
I didn't know you.
Are we ready to start the damn show, man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
we've been waiting.
I've been ready.
So
I'm
we
just
ready?
Playing
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Who's playing around with me? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the inaugural episode of the Pokemon Legends Arceus podcast. I'm your lovable host, Mr. Willie B. Huge. And joining me tonight is a cast of necklace, bagged bone, baboozling baboons who continue to lie on my name and spread falsehoods, blinded to the hypocrisy of their own misdeeds. And I'm going to cancel every single last one of these fecal-drenched, untrustworthy limpers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Japan Time podcast for January 31st, 2022. And before we get started, Shofu, I got to ask you a question.
Hit me.
Is it true what the streets are saying?
What are the streets saying? What you know about the streets, first of all?
So the streets have been saying that the new Pokemon game is actually pretty good.
Why did the streets need to say that? I'm right here. We all played it.
We all
Are you not?
I was going to bed in that one. Whatever, it's fine. The new Pokemon game's been
tell us things when
Bro.
but we're not able to consume them.
I guess that's true.
His streets are Irvine.
Irvine. Well, no. Hello, everybody. Welcome again. I'm Roger. I'm joined, of course, by my shofu, by my co-host shofu. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Different from what I remember. This is crazy.
You're really different right now, my brother.
And someone who's definitely different, of course, is Coast Word. What's going on, Coast?
Why am I different? Hey, what's up, Nintendo gamers?
And you know what? You're right, Coast. You're not the one who's different. Mr. Gardevoir Grappler Fidel is the one who's different.
Right.
What's going on, Fidel?
Hey, everybody. I'm chilling. I'm out here. I'm just doing Fidel things. I'm here.
So you doing Fidel things, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
doing
why you
Fidel
feeling
things.
up Gardevoir, bro?
No, I'm not feeling. I haven't even seen
No, he's
Gardevoir. in the game
grappling
yet.
Gardevoir.
I'm grappling Gardevoir. It's a different
Hey!
thing.
I don't like this.
And there's McDarrett's not here. I was going to go right into introducing McDarrett. That was the perfect segue.
Why
But
is
all right.
McDarrett not here? He's always here.
I don't know. He's always here on time. I don't know. He must be busy doing something, or I'm not really sure. But who we do have is, of course, the lovable Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, everybody.
How's it going?
It's going good. A new Pokemon game just got released. And someone who I know is doing better than the day we did the one ship challenge, we have Tito. What's going on, Tito?
Hey, look, I'll tell you right now, if you fumble the bag, I got you. I'll go out in the streets and retrieve it. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Well, someone who definitely never fumbles the bag is Viram. What's going on, Viram?
Hello. Hope everybody is having a lovely evening.
Of course we're all having a lovely evening. We're playing Pokemon, just like Zeph. What's going on, Zeph?
What's up? I'm being irresponsible and playing Legends Arceus while doing a podcast.
And thank you, by the way, for saying irresponsible, because that is the perfect segue for our final co-host today. Of course, he returned to last episode, the number one most irresponsible man on the planet. We have the one, the only, Mr. Ricky Cocaine.
Ricky Cocaine!
So long! Shofu, I'm so happy you did it, man, and you didn't deny me this time around, bro.
It's crazy because I knew you were going to be here this time.
Oh my gosh, bro. All right, what we doing?
Well, the first thing we're gonna do, Ricky, because we actually know what, we'll save that till the end of the show, the Ricky recap, because obviously for a long time listener of Japan Time, you remember that at the end of every old episode, Ricky would basically tell us a story, and in lieu of the stories this time around, because he was gone for so long, you know, Ricky's been consuming a lot of media over the past 4 years, and so we're gonna be ending the episodes with little recaps of what he's been watching over the course of the week. But we've all actually been playing the same thing this week, and it's probably gonna take up the majority of the podcast tonight. So let's just jump right into our spoiler-free discussion of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, before we do though,
spoiler-free. Don't cry.
one quick thing. When I say spoiler-free, let's clarify this before we get started. New Pokemon are all on the table, right? We could talk about new Pokemon.
Yes. The only thing spoiler-wise, I think, story and maybe areas.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We won't give area names. We won't do the story. But everything else is on the table. We're still keeping this pretty spoiler-free. And, I mean, let's just get right into it. Where are we starting?
I guess how we're feeling, right?
I guess
good.
As you know, I really got to talk first this time. You know what I'm saying?
Please go ahead.
Listen, we not going back. Right? We're not going back. We're not going back, bro. All right. It's crazy because it's such a better experience in general. Like, I'm bored out of my mind playing these modern Pokemon games, but this game is fixed a lot of the things I've had a problem with. I can actually play a game for more than 3 hours. Like, it's really crazy out here.
I legitimately haven't seen you play a game like this in a long ass time.
Certainly not a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I mean, I played a game for 10 hours and I'm done. Like, I played the first day I streamed the game, I streamed for 16 hours and I barely made a dent in the entire game. Like, that shit is insane to me. And I'm doing stuff the whole time. It's not like I'm standing around looking around. I'm over here catching Pokemon, getting items, doing side quests. Like, there's a lot to do in the game. Like, a lot.
The side quests aren't trash. Most of them, at least.
No, the side quests are fun, actually.
Side quests are very fun.
I find them
fun, yeah.
I fully expected them all to just be go catch 3 Chatot and bring them to me, but like some of them have like actual storylines or like there's something weird going on you got to investigate, and not just like MMO fetch quests. I hate those.
Yeah, because there's some that are like fill out the Pokedex page where you want to do research on a certain Pokemon.
Yeah, which, like, that's what I expected every quest to be.
Right. But some of them are very interesting, and it is actually fun to get to know the characters. And I got to say this too. I know we're probably going to be going all over the place with this discussion, but I love the cast in this. I feel like that was something that was missing from a lot of the more recent games. I really have been enjoying the cast. In particular, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because that game, the core gameplay of Gen 4 is still really fun, but I feel like the gym leaders during that generation were heavily lacking, and Cynthia kind of carries that generation in terms of characters. But this time around, it's like I really like all of them.
All of them?
Well, a good majority of them. I like Polina, the girl in the third like noble quest, her and her boyfriend. I like the two of them. I like the leaders of the Diamond and Pearl clans.
I don't.
What, you like
Really?
both of them?
I don't like them either. Like,
I don't really
I
like.
like
the
Diamond.
leaders.
I don't like Pearl. Pearl's
I don't
trash.
like either of them because they both like so their personalities revolve way too much around time and space to the point where they say dumb shit constantly. Like,
That's just bad already.
yeah, that's why I hate them though. Like,
That's why I hate half the people in this goddamn game.
You don't like Hirata?
Especially the commander. That guy's a fucking dumbass. I'll kick him in his goddamn throat.
Oh my
I don't mind the commander.
god.
I think the commander's actually kind of cool compared to.
I'll kick him in his goddamn throat, Zeph.
What did he do?
Oh my god! But he'll sumo throw you.
Sumo throw who?
You.
How he gonna sumo throw a bullet?
Technically, he did.
God.
Wait, ready.
God damn.
That was like
Brought
the
a
first.
gun to
bro.
Hisui?
I mean, I'm just
What's
keeping it a
going
buck. Like
on?
the first thing he did was sumo throw you. Like he already did. So like I don't.
Yeah, but we didn't have beef back then.
So it's not on site.
Oh no, it's on site now.
All right. Because he sumo threw you.
Hey, no further questions.
But what I was talking about, like the dumbest shit I think I've seen writing wise in this game was like, do you guys remember when? This isn't spoilers. It's just stupidness.
Sure.
When they come to wake you up, and then they're like, Irida is like, it doesn't matter if you wake up early. It doesn't affect how you spend your time. I'm like, bro, what are you saying? And then Adaman is like, I don't know what he says. I skip his dialogue. I don't. Fuck them.
So real quick then, because again, we're not going to get into spoilers, but this is the very, very, very beginning of the game, so I feel like this is okay to talk about. I had no idea this was an isekai at all.
Yeah.
At all. I thought from watching the trailers that the whole thing was going to be taking place in the past and that you were already in the past. I had no idea that you're basically a grown-up version of the protagonist from Diamond and Pearl that gets sent into the past to then like basically join this guild, the Survey Corps, Sasageo.
I'm glad it's an isekai though.
No, I am too. I think it's actually good this way.
No, I'm
fact
glad
it's
it's
an
an
isekai is
isekai
cool,
because
though.
it justifies every character looking like another character. Because that shit was fucking. I
course.
thought that was the dumbest shit in the world before I realized that it was an isekai. I have a fucking phone. I'm from another world, so
Right.
Like it
Yeah.
makes it make a little more sense. It's still kind of wacky, but it's more justifiable now. Now I'm not pissed off thinking about it.
The most sense is the fact that I think is it assumed that we are post Diamond and Pearl
Yes.
like us?
Because you're
So if
15.
that-
They
if
reveal
that's
you're
the
15
case-
in the very beginning.
Right. If that's
the
the
thing
case,
with this is I don't even like the way that this game. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
no, you're good.
Yeah, no head.
The way the game is writing stuff, I can't tell if this is the past or if it's another world entirely, and like everybody isn't an ancestor, but like an analog or bizarre.
No, what I'm saying is that
world version.
regardless
Could be
of that,
both.
so, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah, I
even
think
if
it's
we
both
do
too.
something independent of that, right? We're all agreeing that you are post, like you're the champion. You, like you're the end of the game. You.
I don't.
Right.
The problem with that though is like you spawn in. I think it depends on the gender. You spawn in with the X and Y clothes or the Alola clothes.
Oh, the
You're
Alola
traveling.
clothes.
Yeah. So you're either like a kid from X and Y who just happens to, I don't know. It's very weird.
I mean,
Well,
if you're the
what-
champion, wouldn't you be
I thought
traveling?
you didn't even know about Pokemon.
you could be. I don't like. I would love to have clarification. Being the champion makes sense because, like you said, you're 15.
Sure.
Yeah, and you spawn into the world being like this master of catching Pokemon.
Yeah, you're already
Right.
nice. Like, which is the thing that like not everybody, but a lot of people hate is that like these people who've mastered Pokemon over their entire lives, they're like 85 years old, are getting put down by me, and I'm 10 years old. But like,
Yeah.
if you're the guy already and you show up as the guy, like then, and everyone like literally, I like the whole thing. Every adult is shook. Every single adult is shook to walk outside.
People are like
and you
scared
just-
of Pokemon.
Yeah, and you just pull up and you're like, bro, this is like, it's a Bidoof. What are y'all doing?
Oh, and wait. On the topic of being scared of Pokemon, this is far and away the best evolution screen in the history
100%.
of the Pokemon
Oh,
franchise. Because they're obviously
And trading.
Yeah.
And
Trading is sick.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's like they're doubling down on the idea that these aren't like all cutesy little creatures, that they're monsters to be scared of. So even when you get like an evolution screen of Baneri and you get Lopunny still looks like some terrifying heartless monster
Also,
when it's evolving. It's great.
I wanna clarify for the chat real quick. I know what we just said sounded like crazy ass spoilers with the Another World shit, but this is
No,
just
it's the very beginning of the game. It's the first 5 minutes. Yeah,
literal first couple seconds.
Yeah.
Press start, and that is what happens.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's like the evolution skin's all off-putting though, because it's like this crazy hype thing. Then it's like, like it's like it doesn't match
Oh,
that.
yeah,
energy
yeah.
at the end
It
of
doesn't match the same tone.
That's
right?
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It'll be like this crazy thing, dun 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 dun. It's and so it should just keep the grandiose nature of it, like
For sure.
dun, 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 like, but it is still a hype screen. I love that. Just a lot of this game, dude. It is the most fun I've just had playing Pokemon in ages, man. It's surprising. It's genuinely fun to explore. Obviously, the big thing in this game being like that you don't just catch a Pokemon to fill up the Dex entry. You have to like actually like explore it, and you have different ways to do that, which is appreciated because like it definitely would have gotten frustrating if it was like here's these 3 conditions you have to do specifically. Like it gives you options for conditions and ways you want to like get the research points and stuff. And I just find that makes you just be in that environment a lot more.
I thought it was going to be tedious when I first started playing it, and it
Yeah.
actually ended up not being tedious, which I thought was kind of crazy because,
They
like,
give you so many options.
yeah, they give you so many options, and plus, like, when you understand like how to like maximize like your time, where it's like, okay, well, this is worth double, so instead of killing them, I'm just gonna catch a bunch. It doesn't matter. So it's like you start to decide the best way to find each Pokemon and like to do it, because some Pokemon it's better to kill them, some Pokemon it's better to catch them. So it's just like it's not as tedious as it looks. Just like, you know, the actual interface, like what you see, it just looks like a list. But once you learn how to do it, it's actually pretty fun.
I think one of the things that also helps in regards to that is just what Pokemon is inherently allows you to feel invested in just lots of different things, lots of different Pokemon. So you'll be going around the world, maybe you'll find just a particular Pokemon that catches your fancy and you're like, ooh, I want to try go for that. And you catch that, and maybe you just kind of decide, right, I'm going to focus on doing the Pokédex stuff for that Pokemon because I like that Pokemon. There's a lot of inherent
Also,
charm
on
to
top
the,
of that,
to the series and creatures.
Just to butt in, the what is it called when you get extra shiny rolls? I guess when you complete a Pokédex page, like you were saying, you actually get additional rolls each time a Pokemon spawns that you have a rank 10 of.
Yeah.
And you have a higher chance of getting a shiny of that Pokemon.
That
But-
explains how you have so many shinies then, because you got like 6 or 7 of them already.
But if you go out of your way to finish every single thing, like, you know how it's like kill 25 times, use splash 25 times, blah blah blah, but you don't have to do all of those. If you do all of those, you get another roll on top of that for a shiny.
I think it's another 2 rolls or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if there's a shiny Pokemon you really want, you have to go. You don't have to, but if you go out of your way to fully research that Pokemon, you're gonna get the shiny.
Yeah, so instead of just like mindlessly resetting and hatching eggs, which is like the worst, like most egregious thing ever, you actually play the game, and you're rewarded for your time.
Yeah.
Like, which is. Look,
Yeah,
all I know.
I'd say.
Go ahead,
Go
man.
on. I was just gonna say, I'd say that's the biggest triumph of this game overall. The fact that in order to be able to gain things, you have to constantly engage with it. And I think that is something that the series should hold on to for the rest of its
On God, bro,
development
we
life.
not going back, Vero. I'm trying to tell
There's-
you, we not going
Yeah.
back, bro.
I swear
There
to
are
God, bro, if I
multiple
play-
quality of life things that need to continue on into every major Pokemon game from
if
here
I
on
play
out.
Gen 9 and I get into a wild battle and there's a cutscene where I go into
Yeah,
another
exactly,
dimension
yeah.
and battle that Pokemon,
Bro.
I'm putting the game down.
Bro,
just-
that's what I was saying. It's crazy seeing like we're battling in the exact spot that we chose to battle instead of us
Right.
being teleported to a background that has nothing to do with where we're at.
Or no background at all. Sword
Yeah,
and Shield.
sometimes there's no background at all.
Yep, yep.
Look, all I know is game. How dare Game Freak? How dare they? Because they just put this out to let us know that they could, and they've still been putting out bullshit for years.
They had
I
to
hate
they had
that.
to pass off the other game to somebody else to make this
What
one.
I'm
do.
saying, right, is that a lot of
They
people.
probably didn't want to do that shit before.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people were like, bro, they're not gonna do this or whatever. Where we all have been saying, I don't know if it's that we can't, they can't, or that they won't. Is that I don't think they can. They literally cannot. Like with the time that they have,
Yeah,
because
they-
they have infinite money, but they don't have infinite time.
Right.
Time is the issue. So
Also, the Pokemon games get mistreated by the higher ups because it's not the TCG or the anime.
well, that's
They need to find some time to add some actual customization before I get fucking mad.
Instead of the 8 standards in the beginning.
Bro, what I said to Virum earlier was that you guys remember in Pokken when they had that dude with the Garchomp?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
the black
they-
dude with actual.
When you can't, you can't have his
Yeah,
hair.
The black dude with the cool haircut.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't have his hair. You can't have his skin tone. It's either like
You gotta
light
look like
caramel or dark.
Yeah.
How do you know you?
Virum, bro,
how do you
Virum,
know
bro,
we're not
Virum.
getting
Think
into
about this,
DLC?
bro. Think about this. Imagine looking like your character in the game. That's just
That's
crazy,
fucking
right?
wild, bro.
That shit is insane.
Fucking wild.
We ain't ever gonna know what that feels like.
you can look like a white girl though if you
Want
want.
to make me with the braids every time, bro.
You want to look like a white girl though? No.
Look, see, I'm spoiled now because I play Final Fantasy 14 now, and I turn into a bunny boy, and I'm never going back. I'll
Talk
tell you
to
right
him.
now.
Talk to
Never
him.
going back. I'm a bunny boy forever now.
Talk to him.
You're really a rabbit fucker.
What I think I like the most about this game is that they somehow managed to not flip, but gamify the core mechanic of Pokemon in actually catching them and like added
Right.
another level of gamifying it. It's so
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I've literally have not been progressing through the game because I keep finding new Pokemon and I want to see how I can actually go about catching them. Like every
Yeah.
time I encounter a new alpha Pokemon, it's like, okay, how do I approach this? How am I going to catch this? Can I even catch this? And then on top with the Pokedex, it's like there's just I don't know. Like they did this really well.
They did.
You can tell like basically ever since Pokemon Go and Let's Go, they've been experimenting with the making you actually catch a Pokemon.
They want to
so
make you
to see the-
feel like you're
feel like you're catching it.
I think what they've been wanting to do more and more is make the games feel more like the show.
Yeah.
Correct.
Definitely.
Which has always been the hype goal, that's dude, this game is like I was thinking about it. It's so many of like our playground conversations back in the day where we would say like, oh, one day we're just gonna toss out our Pokemon, the fight starts, and like, oh, you'll just be able to pull out your Pokemon anytime, and you're just gonna run around the city. It's like that's what I love so much about it. It just gives me so many of those things that like I thought about as a kid. It's even like that picture like from 2017 when the Switch came out where they're like, imagine one day Pokemon's like this, and it is just like an open area of someone standing out there and stuff. It's
Well,
just-
I mean, that's a good time to segue into one quick thing then too, is because for as much as I absolutely adore this game, and I think all of us are sort of on
Finally,
board
let's talk about
that this is really good. The one thing I will say is visually and performance-wise, there's stuff that can be done.
Oh, of course.
I think
There's so much room for
there's a
improvement.
lot of
You
stuff that they
can't
can do.
even get mad at them for that though because they're
Yeah.
playing on the Nintendo shit.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I can get mad at
I don't think that's the case because
I can get mad
I think
at them for that, bro.
there's definitely a way to do it. Like I think Breath of the Wild looks really pretty, and I think you could have done a couple things artistically or gone in a few different directions with some of the different 3D models and stuff that they didn't end up doing. I think the game definitely could have looked better despite the fact it's running on the Switch, and they could have absolutely optimized it as well. The fact that Xenoblade and all the Xenoblade games look as good as they do on Switch. I mean, there's like plenty of other games that look amazing on Switch.
I want to touch on this. I want to touch on this. I want to touch on this because we were talking about this earlier. I think the way Pokemon looks the way it does now, and it has been looking for the past like 5 years, is just a total change, a shift in the teams at Pokemon or at Game Freak, where
the thing with them is they're constantly shifting directors. They never keep a director.
They don't have a concrete vision for how they want Pokemon to look. They've had that design or that theme change in how the world looks, how their trainers look. Even you can even see it with their character designs and all of that. Like there's no consistency at all.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if since all the Pokemon models are shared across all the games, I wonder if they're just like trying to change up the style so it looks kind of different.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with these models is that they are different. Like
welcome, McDareth, by the way. Welcome.
Thank you. Just the quick example, the Pokemon have modeled eyes. They're not textures anymore.
Yeah, they definitely updated the models in this game.
Mouths as well.
Yeah.
That they didn't have before.
Like you can actually see depth in like if a Pokemon opens its mouth, you can see inside its mouth instead of looking at a screen or something.
Bro, but this game is really. I was gonna say this game is really expressive. Anyway, I've seen more of the faces in this game that have made me geek than any other Pokemon game I've ever played in my life.
The animations, I think, too, are awesome. Like, there's all those gifs of whenever you're fighting an alpha Pokemon, and they completely wipe out one of your Pokemon, and then they just look at you like you're next. It's so good.
Or when your Pokemon knocks out another Pokemon, and they do a victory roar.
I've seen some shit in this game, bro.
Well, we saw that Parasect destroy your life.
Oh, no, not that. Bro, I saw a Garchomp today. It didn't aggro me, but it was watching my every move. I was behind it, and its head was turning as I was walking around it. It was literally staring at me, but he wasn't aggro against me. And that shit was scary as hell. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
You know why? You know why he wasn't? Because he's looking down on you, bro.
He gonna look down on this Gigaton ball too, bro.
I was exploring so much, and I just got to the second area. I was exploring so much with level 20 Pokemon. And I ended up in this random area in the first region still, and I'm looking around. There's like Luxio and shit. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I turn my camera around because I see Pokemon targeted me. It's a level fucking 60 Alpha Alakazam. I'm shitting my pants. I don't know what the fuck to do. I start running.
Bro, that's what I like though. I like that I have some freedom.
I do too.
Let me go ahead and fight this level 60 Alakazam and get blown the fuck away if I so choose.
And you actually, like. If you get somewhere, like there are areas in the game where you can get too early with Weird by cheesing like a cliffside.
Sure.
That's exactly what I did.
You're not punished for going there. You're
just
there's too many strong Pokemon, so you can
the only punishment you will get is if you actively interact with those Pokemon and not be well prepared.
And realistically, it's like, what happens? You die, and then you go back to the camp, and you lose a couple items, and then someone, and then, oh, this is another thing too. Wait, and then if you die, you lose your little satchel. But man, Zeph, I know, was on stream when we were doing this for the first time. Welcome, by the way, Connor. Welcome to the stream. God, I love the lost and found satchel stuff.
Yeah, it's a
like
cool
every single time that I see a satchel lying there on the ground, I want to go out of my way to go pick it up. And then you get good bonuses for it because you pick up the satchels, you get that special currency you can then spend on items that'll evolve your Pokemon. Good items, yeah, exactly. It's awesome. They encourages you to explore.
I like it more now. I think the first time I found a satchel, I thought, oh, is this like some side quest thing? So I did all this item, do a weirder jump to even get to it up on top of a hill. And then I realized, oh, it's just for another player. But I still think it is a cool system to like find these things and then send them back. Like someone lost one of the like dust to upgrade your Pokemon one time, and I found that.
The funniest thing ever to me, still with the whole satchel thing, is when you find someone's satchel and then you just look where they died and you go, oh, I know what happened to you.
Yeah.
Like you just like, oh, you need this hit this goddamn Hippowdon? Yeah, that feels rough, buddy.
You know what else I love about the satchels? It made me realize when I'm playing online, I gotta delete some people on my friend list.
That's actually
One thing to pivot back real quick to
Yeah.
how the game looks. One aspect of how it looks that I do really like is the UI and how that's all presented. It's really, really clean, but also has that great level of stylization. And that kind of stylization made me think, I wish this game had like a cel-shaded Okami kind of look to it. To match with a lot of the kind of brushstroke.
Like the
It
old
would,
school
it would
Japanese
match
aesthetic.
with the theme.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would.
I think that
Yeah, I
I'm
think that's
pretty
another thing
nice.
that Pokemon doesn't do is they don't experiment with art direction. It's always the same
Right.
flat anime.
I do wonder why that's the case, though. Maybe they have like a style guide where the Pokemon has to look exactly this
They
way.
do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
There was a leaked thing for the anime before, and it was like Pokemon can never die. Pokemon have to look like this. Pokemon have to do this. So I don't know.
Did you know that you could turn the UI off in the settings? Like you can have a setting where you can like click in the
Wait,
right.
I
what?
did
stick.
not know that.
Hey, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I
No.
discovered that yesterday. You could, there's just it's a setting. It's really weird how it's an option because like it just makes it so the right stick. If you click it, it just turns it off and you can just see everything.
What?
Oh, I had no
Pretty
idea.
cool.
I'm gonna turn
Do you
that
know-
on right now.
Yeah, do you
There's
know
a-
where in the menu it is?
It's literally just in the settings menu, like where you turn on
I
motion.
found it. I found
shit
it right
and
here.
everything.
Wow.
Oh, HUD toggling.
It's called HUD toggling. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a setting where like I think it's like ZR
Oh my God, this is
toggle or
cool.
something, and you can make it so that like in a battle in a battle you can naturally just select your Pokemon, press ZR, and it'll like swap out the other Pokemon instead of having to confirm. So it just
Yeah.
makes
Oh, right, of
it's
course.
better and it's more fun.
I'm curious because you brought it up, Roger. With in terms of performance,
Yeah.
what are you mainly upset about with that?
It's not that I'm upset. It's just in the very early portion of the game, and I don't know if it was just how I was playing it or the area that I was in. And I'm not somebody who ever notices performance stuff, like ever. I'm the kind of person you could show me like a video running at 30 FPS versus 60, and I probably wouldn't like know the difference half the time. But the very first
You
area
old.
of the game when you're doing it's like where you're catching the Bidoof, the Starly, and the not Luxio, but what's that? Shinx. In the very beginning of the game, I was streaming it and like everything dropped. It looked for a little while to like 5 FPS. And it
I've
was
never
just
had that happen.
it was
Yeah.
just that one portion of the game, but it was like while I was streaming and things were loading weird and it seemed, I don't know, it was bizarre. And the rest of the game wasn't like that, but it was in the very beginning of the game. And I got worried thinking back to that first trailer we were like making fun of where there was the little 5 FPS chingling that was flying around.
Isn't it crazy how far we've come from that though?
No,
Like,
oh, I know. It does look significantly better later in the game,
Now
but
they
it was
only do that
weird.
on
The
their
early
card.
area was where I was having issues with it.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
only had like just like graphic stuff like the FPS has been consistent.
Yeah,
the only
with
time it gets
me-
better.
Yeah,
is
okay,
when
so let
raining.
me
Oh, it's
clarify
true.
because maybe I'm saying it incorrectly. It's like the animations of the Pokemon
Right, yeah,
look
yeah.
like they're
Okay,
like
so-
staticky
Yes.
in moments.
Yeah, yeah.
If
It's not the
Yeah,
game
they're far
itself.
away.
It's
Oh,
like,
not too
it's like
far
everything
away.
around it.
were you far
Right.
away from the Pokemon?
I got to be honest, I don't remember. It was like in my very
Probably
first
was.
stream. I'm sure you can go back and
if
look
you're
at
far
it.
away
Yeah.
from like any flying type in the sky, like you'll just see its wings like go 1 frame a second.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I'm
It's
assuming
like-
it's so that the game doesn't explode.
Yeah, it's just to manage
Yeah,
the
it's an
game.
optimization.
Yeah.
Even Odyssey does something similar in
They do.
New Donk City. It's just New Donk City. It's just very.
Yeah.
It's not as noticeable in that game.
No, I mean,
you
that
know,
was
I would-
really
I
my
would
main
rather
concern
that
with
than,
it.
like-
Otherwise, it's pretty much fine.
Yeah.
I know some Switch games do this shit where they dynamically change the resolution. I think that would piss me off a lot more. If like there was a Pokemon far away and then it switched to 480, I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
This has nothing to do with the limitations of the Switch, though, right? Like,
It does.
Well, it
It's,
does.
so
It's
it's
wild
part
on the
part of it.
Switch.
It's part of it is a render distance thing. That if something is super far and you're still rendering it, you're eating up like memory and everything from the computer you're on for something that the player can't even see that well. So you lower the you lower their FPS to save memory and processing power. But on the Switch, you have to probably do it more often from distances that probably normally you won't have to because the Switch isn't that powerful.
oh, okay.
And now that they've moved into Nintendo's main studio, I think that's a big change. Like, they have more. I don't know how to word this. Like, when you play a game like Mario Odyssey or Mario Kart, it's so crazy optimized for this piece of shit hardware that it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But then when you go and play Pokemon, it's nothing like that. I think the next game, now that they're settled in, will be much more optimized, better looking.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this game could absolutely benefit from a push around the holiday season. And I think like of this year. And I think if it does, and they do another marketing push for it, which I think they should, if there isn't going to be another Pokemon game,
I think this is going to get DLC around the holidays.
I was going to say I think we can get DLC, but two, I'm still not entirely sold that we're not getting another version of the Switch this holiday season.
Oh,
I feel pretty confident.
Again, bro.
No, but let me explain. Let me explain because I talked about this because people were saying this. I really truly believe this. I think if you look at all of the other major handhelds in Nintendo's lifespan, right? You had the DS, and then you had the DS Lite, you had the DSi, and then the DSi XL, right? And that was like the strongest version of the hardware. Now we're at a point where we've got the Switch, we've got the Switch Lite, we now have the OLED, which isn't really like that much of a difference. It's just the screen is nicer, but that's about it. I still like thoroughly believe there's probably a fourth one on the way. Whatever the quote unquote new Switch is, I feel like there were so many rumors, and where there's smoke, there's fire. And I really think they're going to want to have something to sort of position Breath of the Wild 2 with whenever that ends up coming out. And if that does end up being the holiday game, and they have this game this year, and they have this be the major push for the Pokemon series, like in the later half of the year as well.
What does this have to do with Pokemon? You think Pokemon gonna do some new shit because they got some more hardware?
No. I'm not saying Pokemon's gonna do anything new. I'm saying I think it could benefit from having some type of not game-changing hardware, but hardware that
be like PS4 Pro.
Yes, exactly. Right.
No, I know what he's saying.
I don't know.
It's still
I think
I know what he's saying.
I think because of the chip shortage and shit, I think there was a time where they were like, yeah, I'm going to do a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, they're like, okay, fuck it. We're just selling Switches still. Why do we need to do this?
And it could be that too. Yeah.
I'm actually more curious because I haven't really fully heard it, but I'm interested to hear what your full opinion, well, maybe not full opinion, but your general opinion on the game is, Connor, because I've heard bits and pieces, but I haven't really
Dude, I
heard
think if you're a Pokemon fan, you should be over the fucking moon with this.
Dude, there are Pokemon fans that I know are in
on.
love with Pokemon.
They're like, I gotta say, even though that's probably true, there's no multiplayer, and that's like 99% of Pokemon to me.
Yeah, and
to be honest,
at the same time,
that's what I was gonna say.
Part of the reason this is kind of good is like they really focus on the core game, which they needed to do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
To be honest, I've been seeing a lot of people who aren't even interested in Pokemon wanting to play this.
Yeah,
just because
for sure.
Of the hype around it.
They just got so much shit they can do with these Pokemon.
Adam, you literally weren't gonna buy this game.
I wasn't going to buy this game, but everyone was hyping it up, and I was like, all right, let me get on it. And now
it's awesome.
I'm fucking addicted. I can't stop.
And Connor, you bring up a good point too, talking about like how they really chose to focus on single player instead of on that multiplayer. But I actually think some of the changes they made to the battle mechanics, like the stuff with the agile style and strong style, could totally be beneficial to whenever the next multiplayer version of this is. Like whenever this gets added to the meta, because I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
they need to balance it way more though, like actually test it.
Yeah, but honestly, like what I would like to see is like someone told me this idea. It wasn't my own, but if they want to keep doing like the main Pokemon games as single player, and then do like a hub game where like it connects to Pokemon Home, and that's like made for
that's
like that.
What I want.
So what I was
we simply must stop lying right now.
This is worth bringing up. It's worth bringing up. So 2 years ago, there was a domain registered called Legends. No one believed anything. They just brushed it off, and now here we are.
Right.
And now there was a domain registered called Stadium.
Oh my God!
Don't do this to
please.
Honestly,
this is my okay. I'm gonna say right now. This is my theory. This is not legit.
Yeah.
But okay, so Stadium was registered. My theory: people aren't paying for Pokemon Home right now, and as much as they want them to be. You make Pokemon Stadium compatible with Pokemon Home. from every Pokemon game that's modern, so that you can still have things like because Pokemon like Overquill and Ursaluna have their abilities, but you can't use them
Right.
in any games.
What is an Overquill?
Don't worry about that.
Overquill's the. Oh, never mind.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, he was ready. He was like, "Oh wait, you want me to spot? I got you." That was
I think
great.
they-
Shot myself.
if they outsourced like a Pokemon Stadium 3 to Bandai or something, I don't know, man. They could
Yeah, if they
definitely
just did like a
focus
Stadium
on,
3 and like it had great like graphics animations because you only have to focus on the battles.
which is
like,
why I said Bandai.
I
Just give
wish.
it to
Honestly,
Bandai.
I wouldn't even be mad at that. Give me the game I can battle in. Give me the game I can actually have have some gameplay
I like
in,
that too.
and we good, bro. But they ain't gonna do
Making
it.
that.
They're not gonna do it. I hope they
Like
do.
imagine
Snap
Pokemon
can
the
come
new
back
Snap
Stadium game.
graphics in like Pokemon
Dude,
Stadium.
I want that so bad.
That'd be
New
amazing.
Pokemon Snap graphics. Not even the graphics. The models are so like
Yeah,
I love the
Yeah.
models in that game.
It's like this game showed me that they're at least not stupid, which is reassuring
Yes.
because I thought they were for a long time.
Ah,
And
We capping again?
well, they're still stupid, but
Okay, there
they're
you
less stupid than I thought.
there you go. There you go.
So, like, they have to know that so many people are on Showdown and on Smogon and all these
Bro,
other
Showdown
places.
has been around for way too long. They definitely know about that.
Yeah, so
course,
it's like
of
they
course.
probably want to like monetize
What about
that.
that,
And
bro?
if
They've
they were
been,
smart, they
they've
would.
been rubbing their hands, being like, "All right, when we're running low on funds, bro, we got this button right here. This button right here shuts that shit down, and we release our shit. This button
See, now,
here."
you say they want to
That can never
monetize
happen.
that, but then they make it so that I have 20-minute battles in game tops, and they still got shit like IVs and EVs in the game, which I'm absolutely gonna go to a battle simulator to do instead of actually trying to make some Pokemon from scratch.
Well,
Actually,
the new
you
game
bring
did
that up.
better with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. Is I think the way they handled effort values in this, where you're constantly getting like the grit dust and the grit gravel.
Well,
and
this game, I'm not talking about this game at all
No, of
in any
course.
capacity as far as competitive battling goes, because it's completely different from competitive battling in every single way, damn near. So I
But
can't really
actually-
comment
I like-
on that.
I like the way they're doing that though, because I also kind of like the way they handled candies and stuff in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I think it's like that ease of use to make your Pokemon more powerful. Like obviously there weren't caps to certain things. Couldn't you just like max out every set in Let's Go Pikachu versus in Sword and Shield, where you'd have the 252, 252-4 split?
I have no idea, I forgot.
Yeah, but like I think there is something there that they can work with, where you're basically building up your Pokemon in a natural way, where if you're playing through the game and you're like, okay, I really want this Pokemon that was on my main squad to be competitively viable, it seems like there are ways to go about doing that with like either the mints or any of these other items.
None of that work. Oh, that system only works because there's no PvP.
Sword and
PvP
Shield made it very easy, in my opinion, to make a competitive Pokemon. Like you could catch any wild Routmon and make it competitive in like 30 minutes if you're at the end of the game.
This is a question I got. How much of a departure is this game compared to Sword and Shield? Because I didn't get a chance to use
God.
it.
It's not even close.
Yeah, it's like not even close. Yeah.
It's a
I
different
can't
game
believe
now.
people still fucking defend that game after this is out. Like that just shows all the problems with that game. Like
Well, yeah, like Connor
What?
tweeted, since Sword and Shield came out, y'all can or since this game came out, you can stop pretending to like Sword and Shield.
But
And
the
they got
difference
so bad,
is,
man.
but the difference is, I can battle
I
in
still
that game.
kinda like it.
I can play that game with my friends, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
This game don't got
I don't
Pokemon
want-
As
games.
as
I don't
trash
wanna
as Sword
play
and
with
Shield
my
is, you
friends.
always have to consider the multiplayer aspect, which is what people really
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Pokemon
I
in
think
general.
I think that's the main problem with Pokemon right now in this current generation is because they're producing so many. They have one that they can put on the in the back where like, hey, if they want to play multiplayer, they can go play that one. If they can test
That's
out
why they
as
should make
many different
Stadium.
ideas as they want, and they can just always say we made a game already where you can have multiplayer. Just go play that one. Which
Yeah, that's what Zep's
Sucks.
saying. It's like if they made the Stadium game, then like we wouldn't have to worry about it.
People
Right,
should
and
If they
actually-
made Stadium, they could make nothing but Legends games, and everyone would be happy.
Well, I think honestly, realistically,
Hold
they
on,
could do
Robert.
some. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that people shit on Sword before we jump over that. People shit on Sword
Yeah.
and Shield, and I'm not defending it. But you don't get this game without Sword and Shield existing. That's a
Well,
fact.
yeah, I didn't get Sun and Moon.
No, I'm
without
not saying that. I'm
garbage-ass
saying
X
that a
and
lot of
Y.
people think that this game came out of Wild Area is dog shit. It is slightly better with the DLC, but you don't get this game at all unless they try it out in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
With the Wild Area.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people forget that like the idea of the Wild Area when we all first heard that we were all, popping off, bro. All of us were popping off at that idea, and
Yeah,
then it
and
just
then went
ended up
online.
being dog shit. So
Yeah,
like,
I don't know, man. I mean, Sword and Shield just like literally made me depressed with just the state of the franchise. Like, it actually just made me so sad. Just the gameplay loop of just like playing through the story was just so bad. The leveling was
Story?
bad. Oh look, yeah, whatever the fuck that was.
So okay,
It
so
was
I
just-
just
It made
I
me
know it's a
mad.
personal opinion, but to me, it's like Sword and Shield was just Pokemon. It was the same thing.
Pokemon without.
Yeah, but it was
content,
Pokemon
I
on the
guess.
Switch, and it looked bad. It played bad.
Yeah,
like,
I
It
think
had, it was,
to
it was
me,
a modern
I
Pokemon
think, like,
game that had less to it than previous ones.
Thinking
Yeah.
back to Sword and Shield, though, like the thing that I actually really enjoyed from it, which I guess goes back to what Shofu was saying too, with the multiplayer aspect of it, were the raids. Like
Yeah, the
early
raids.
on,
Yeah.
like doing the raids with everybody was a ton of fun. But the,
Oh, yeah.
the main story quest itself was, yeah, like you said, it was just like a Pokemon game, McDareth. It didn't seem like any different from anything else, and I think people expected a really huge jump, right? It's
I
like,
feel
Game
the
Freak
thing
has a
that
lot of
hurt it-
money.
The thing that hurt it the most story-wise is literally the twist they tried to pull was the same twist they did in the game just before.
Bro, that story doesn't even need to be talked about. That shit is fucking trash.
Yeah,
and
I don't
it
give a
should
fuck
never
about
be
the story.
mentioned by anybody ever again in history.
The-
all it did was make
It's not
all it
even-
did was make
it's
me
not
mad.
even. It's
Compared
not a
to what,
story
though?
until the last like hour of the game,
What do you mean compared to
and
what?
then all of a
I mean,
sudden
anything.
it's story.
yeah,
time.
like compared to what other compared to what are we comparing it to other Pokemon games?
My enjoyment of it, I don't need to
Okay.
compare it to another Pokemon game for me to say it's trash. But even compared to
I
other
know,
Pokemon games, it's
I
still
agree.
trash, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know, for me, it's like the theming in Sword and Shield I really liked. But
yeah,
you know,
I love the
like,
stadiums and shit.
Yeah.
That made it feel like a Pokemon League.
Bro, I fucking hated giant Pokemon. I thought that was. the
I
dumbest thing
love
Dynamax.
They finally did giant Pokemon right though. Bro, they solved
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
think,
things that people had a problem with too. They have overworld shinies now. They have, Pokemon can be a variety of sizes, which solves the issue of, Pokemon being tiny when they're supposed
Yeah.
to be big.
Yeah.
I got my giant Eevee. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually
Like, they-
think like Gigamax is like I personally prefer Gigamaxes as an idea more than this. You're just big because you're big in this game. Like you're just a big Pokemon just because you're a big
Huh?
Pokemon.
Wait, you want every Pokemon to be like the
That's
same
not- that's
size?
not-
Unless
No,
they
no.
go
What I'm
big?
saying, no,
Wildlife
that's
works,
not what I'm
though,
saying.
Tito.
I'm saying the difference between, and we're talking about alphas, right? The difference between alpha and Gigantamax.
Well, like any Pokemon can be like a different size in this game.
Right,
Yeah,
but
like
what I'm
you
saying,
can
what I'm
have-
saying is, if for Dynamax and Gigantamax, there's a reason why they're that large.
Yeah, these Pokemon are just big and they're just out there in the wild. They're just chilling, big as fuck. There's no
That's like
fucking
real animals.
radiation or whatever the fuck going on.
It would be funny as fuck if like there were Dynamax Pokemon in this game. You just like have this giant Pokemon walking around.
Do we know if there's going to be DLC yet officially? Because
No,
like
we
if
don't
there's
know.
DLC, maybe they'll do that.
We don't know.
So, the dude that I can post the image, but the dude that leaked every Hisuian form before the game came out and other stuff, major stuff, that he was completely right about everything. His name's Ku, I think. I might be wrong. I believe he did this for Gen 7. I don't know if you remember Shofu, the Riddler guy. He said that this game will be getting DLC this year, and I think he said it'll expand the Pokédex to 400. So it's a pretty big.
Wow.
Did I imagine
How
that
much
they
are in the
said
game
that
right
they're
now?
gonna get DLC already? Like
There's
they said
242
that.
in the game.
Okay.
There was also the thing about like apparently like the data from Megas was added back in this game, which wasn't in Sword and Shield.
So
Interesting.
the
That's
theory for
serious.
DLC is that since it's so focused on catching Pokemon right now, the DLC is gonna be the Battle Zone from Platinum.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I would like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
And
that's
everyone would
one
be
thing.
getting used to battling and stuff.
Yeah, let's talk
That's
about how
one
all the
thing I
battles in
think
this game are
is-
dog shit.
Yeah, something I think is sorely lacking is like trainer battles are basically non-existent, and the ones that are there are not good.
That's because everybody's scared. I mean, realistically, not to
None of
defend
them-
it, but like for the
Yeah,
story, is
within-
everyone's scared of
No,
Pokemon,
no, no, no,
right?
no.
Yeah.
No, Roger, because I did this on purpose.
Yeah.
I purposely, my team by the end of it, I was under leveled for every trainer battle by the end of the game. My strongest Pokemon was either the same level or 2 to 3 levels under their highest level Pokemon, and they're still dog shit. So I'm literally it's literally just I Oko you because I go first. Okay, then you come out revenge Oko me, and then I Oko you, and then you Oko me, and now I win. Like if I have 6 Pokemon on my team, I automatically win.
Is there a problem though? Because it seems like people. You're saying that there's a lack of trainer battles, but it seems like the lack of trainer battles puts emphasis on the other aspect of the game. That's why people like it a lot right now. So like,
they could probably use some more trainer battles. Like every time you battle a trainer, it's pretty underwhelming.
It's
they
for the
have
story.
Like, yeah, the story. Yeah, it's always for the story.
Right.
You never just find a trainer in the wild. Like, I fully expected the Diamond and Pearl clan to have trainers because they live out in the wild.
Sure.
But I haven't gotten to it, but I thought that's like that was my guess for what post game would have been like. Post game would be like suddenly now people are out there like with trainer fights and you can just find them. But I don't know if that's the case or not. But
no, that's the theory for the DLC.
Oh, that's the theory. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that because for the story it makes sense because until you show up, this game is so
Everyone's
Monster Hunter.
terrified.
It hurts my soul how much of this game is just Monster Hunter but with Pokemon.
Yeah, literally.
It's literally just everyone's shook about everything that walks by ever all the time, and then you show up and you're the guy and you show them that to not be shook, and then like Zeph was saying, the DLC is probably going to be, guys, you don't have to be shook. Just like stop.
Get out there.
It's going to be the whole thing.
I really like that how much of a departure from like the regular flow of Pokemon stories it is, because like normally the way I was putting it was like this feels way more like how the core themes of Pokemon are, gotta catch them all and all that. This game has that way more than any other Pokemon game because that's actually the focus. The other Pokemon game is always become the champion.
So
the only other one would be Let's Go.
Half the time, I never even want to catch Pokemon. I just get my team, and then I just ignore all the other ones. With this game,
half the time in Pokemon, I train one Pokemon up to level 70, and everybody else is level 20, and I just run through the game. I can't even do that in this game, and it's great. I actually have to think sometimes.
If you don't have 6 Pokemon or like a team, like Tito said, you get swept.
Bro, I'm getting put down by Pokemon 20 levels under me, bro.
Yeah, and to add on to something that you just mentioned, like, people, whenever I say I don't like Sword and Shield, people always assume it's because of the dex cut. Like, this game makes me actually really like the dex cut. I know that sounds crazy.
That's totally right.
I think it's good. I think it's a great thing, because it makes you, if you buy the game, you can get every Pokemon and you can complete the game without needing other stuff.
On one game, no trading.
Exactly. I love that.
And the other thing, too, is that it makes you excited because as you're going through these other areas, you're like, oh, what other Pokemon are in this Pokedex that I'm going to see? Like, which of my favorites are going to show up? Whereas, and I actually think this solves, we're going all over the place with the discussion, but I also think this solves an issue that we've been saying for years, or at least me personally. It's like, we don't always need a new bird, a new rat, a new Pikachu, a new whatever. Yeah. And I feel like this game handled it really well. In the same way, it's a big reason why I liked Alola too, and like the stuff with Galarian forms in Sword and Shield as well, is you're getting new takes on these classic Pokemon that you really like, new evolutions for them, new versions of them, while at the same time still like introducing new evolutions and new other standalone Pokemon as well, in a way that like highlights them, but doesn't make it the focus of the Pokedex, makes you excited when you eventually are finding them on the field. Like a lot of them don't get introduced until later in the game, but it also doesn't feel like, oh, I can never use them at this point. Like if you get a Pokemon like where I am in the game right now, which I presume is like a little beyond the halfway point, right? I'm still switching out my Pokemon on my party. I'm still incentivized to go find those other Pokemon. Whereas like you guys were saying earlier, right? Like very early on in other Pokemon games, you're leveling up, you're super high up, you're just trying to get through the gyms. Whereas in this, instead of gyms and gym badges, you have that star thing where you go back to the main, like the headquarters of the Survey Corps, and you get a new star added to your thing. But then it opens up the whole rest of the world. It makes the Pokemon that you already caught more viable, because then you go to the training area and you could just unlock whatever moves you want to unlock with money and switch between the moves on the fly, while also opening up the other areas, because then you get a new area where you get a travel Pokemon to make the other old area that you were in more expansive. It's it's great. I know, but it's like, but there's so many good things. That's how the game is. That's how the game is, though, and that's the beauty of it, is that everything is so interactive and everything is made more expansive the more you play the game. I think it's phenomenal. Yeah.
I want to know, though, like, are there any... Okay, so, for example, I saw one person in my Discord say it would be awesome if they were like territory fights, like in Monster Hunter. Like if you saw like an Ursaring and a Rhyperior, Alpha Rhyperior fighting each other or something.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be incredible.
Are there any small like immersive things you guys would want to see like that, like
Pokemon
Camp?
I really want Pokemon Camp back.
Yeah,
I don't
Pokemon
feel
Camp didn't make it into this game.
I don't feel
Yeah.
nearly as attached to my team in this game than I have in the past couple
Me
of
too.
generations.
Oh,
I feel the same way, Mike.
I feel way more attached, but I also never did camp or a me because I always hated the bond thing. Good.
I love the bond thing.
That should be, it should be toggleable because it's so.
Yeah,
it's like the really casual Pokemon fans love it because it's exactly like the anime. But then you have the competitive battlers who dodge Earthquake for no reason, and then they're like, okay.
Yeah, sure.
You could also say like,
what's Pokemon
go ahead,
Camp, real quick?
Okay, so you can interact with your Pokemon, feed them food, play with them and stuff, but they gain these things called affection points. And what they do is have anime effects in battle where they can shake off status effects, live with 1 HP, dodge perfectly accurate moves, things like that.
Oh, okay, that sounds busted.
So that was something they added in Sword and Shield. That was also actually no, it was in Let's Go. X and Y, X and Y. That's right.
Feed them, and then then they expanded. But
wasn't Let's Go Pikachu was the first one where it would be like, oh, they toughed it out so you wouldn't feel sad, wasn't it?
I did that too.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Let's Go,
that.
you could because remember Let's Go, you can only interact with Pikachu and Eevee, right? Wasn't it like that? You could
no, you could do any Pokemon.
Any Pokemon, yeah.
If your friendship was maxed, it would literally do.
Wow, that just goes to show. That goes to show that like I didn't even touch that until Sword and Shield. I didn't even know that was a thing in X and Y.
Pokemon Camp is definitely the best version of it.
Yeah, for sure.
What I was gonna say is that, and not to say that it's not important that you feel attached to your team or anything, but I think not being attached to your team like that is actually more in line with the theme of this game than another traditional Pokemon.
Like you guys
game.
were talking about with switching out your Pokemon a bunch.
Yeah, like in this game, you're not trying to be the very best. You're not trying to be the guy. You're already the guy. You're actually a researcher. You're actually
that's true.
You're not,
that's totally true.
You're not Ash. You're actually Gary, which is the thing that like I was talking about on my stream where it's like Gary was the guy. Then he was like, you know what? I want to learn everything I can about everything, and so he did that. Where Ash is just like, I just want to run the Fade and get my ass beat for 10 years. So he did that. So it's like for the last 10 years, we all have trying to been Ash, but then this game's like, no, that's dope, but like you're gonna be Gary now, and everyone's like, okay, and I think that like that's for me. I think that's more narratively interesting. Like it's a different take because it allows somebody to take a different perspective on the same. Like instead of looking at fucking a Chimecho and being like, man, fuck this mon trash. I can look at it and go, okay, so now I need to use this. Like now I got to look and see. Oh, now I've never in my life looked for a Chimecho, and now I'm looking for a Chimecho. Like you feel me? Like
and you have to see it do certain things.
Yeah, and then I have to like use it. I have to use it. That's cap.
Yeah, it is just a bit of a shame that like you can send your entire team out and they just kind of stand there.
But even so hard, I love that.
But for me, even them just standing there, it shows way more effort put in because they have so many new animations they've never had. Like all your Pokemon,
they do sit.
They like sit down. They can fall asleep. They have different animations when they're like
talking to each other. Sure.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. Like to me, that was like, I don't know. Like to me, it's just that thing of like a lot of the game is just doing these things that like are just surreal for this franchise. That I'm just happy about it, like we can worry about like, to me, it's like if in the next game, it's still like this, we can worry about that. But for now, I'm like, it's here and we have this as a concept. So like everything is going to build that's what I said since day one with this game of all of this. When we saw this, we were like, this is the concept. This is the idea we all want. All it needed to be was great because it'll lay the foundation. People will be excited for the future of it. Like it's so exciting to me. And that makes me the most sad because like it was all about this new change that people have wanted forever. And I'm almost happy because Pokemon Company held back. Like for the longest time, we were like, why aren't they showing much of it? Like we're getting close to release. We've only had like a few trailers. Like, and I'm glad they went with that approach. They were like, hey, like we're going to be quiet this time. We're not going to do the thing we used to do like in 3DS days where you got like a trailer every week. And they really did deliver. Like it surprised a lot of people.
Oh yeah. And the one thing I also want to throw in while we have the opportunity to talk about it is, obviously we're all gushing about the game and talking about how much we like it and how it's like revitalizing Pokemon for us. I am dying to see the next Nintendo financial report because I really want to know how this game performed because I'm so curious if it's going to end up selling more than something like Let's Go. I think currently
what happened
not
with,
in January, bro.
Did you hear about what happened with the pre-orders?
No,
So the pre-orders were pretty low. Then the game leaked, and then after the game leaked, the pre-orders passed BDSP.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
the leaks super helped this game because everyone was cautious.
They did a
'cause everyone
terrible
thought-
job marketing this game.
Yeah, they
exactly.
literally said nothing until like a week before this thing was coming
Which is
out.
why they leaked the game themselves. We come full circle, boys.
True.
Temple tap. Temple tap.
So the chat is saying the next report that's going to have the full financial data for this will be in October or December. So it's later in the year. But I do
Doesn't
still
make
want to
any
know like
sense.
the
What if it's in
initial.
April?
Yeah, is that true? That doesn't seem true.
Well, no,
that's
I
not
think
true.
he's
That's
saying
not
like
true
no. What they're saying is like the almost full year's report
Oh,
prior
yeah,
to
for sure.
going into the holiday season. The equivalent will be seen in like
It's still
October,
gonna
which
be
is true.
skewed. It's going to be skewed because it released in January.
Right. Well, I think the next one is February 7th or
Next
something.
week, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that'll include any of this in it. Or if it does, it'll just be like a brief notice of, they sold out of their initial shipments or something. Or
It'll be like up to
Usually it's a
December,
big game.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking about this earlier on my stream where I was saying, and I don't really have, like, I can only go by the work, but it seems to me that based off of how Game Freak develops games, they are just incapable of doing high-quality single-player and high-quality multiplayer for an RPG. Now, it's
probably don't have
hard.
the fucking time to do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about it's the way they develop the game. They don't have time to do both, but they try to do both, and they do both like awfully. But when you see that if you just say, okay, don't worry about multiplayer, just do single player. Like, think about how many Pokemon games mainlines are trash, and then think about how many side story Pokemon games are fire.
Are amazing. Sure. Pokemon Snap is fantastic.
Pokemon Snap's fantastic. Mystery
Stadium.
Dungeons. Most Mystery Dungeons are crazy
Stories,
good.
yeah.
So it's like, it's to me, it's a.
I mean, to be fair, those are different studios, though, right?
Yeah.
Some
Like
of them, yeah.
Sunsoft and
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just Game Freak, bro.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, unless the development cycle changes for Pokemon and how Game Freak kind of puts out their games and what they prioritize within that development cycle, then you're just gonna get either like.
See,
you're
but
not
that
gonna
goes
get
that
both.
goes back to what I'm
I don't
saying
know
though.
about that anymore. What if this right here is the basis of some new shit?
Exactly.
If they keep this and just add on to it, they might be able to do that shit, Tito.
Because especially if this ends up like selling extremely well and they see this is a good direction to take it, like I wouldn't completely write off the ideas you guys were talking about earlier, where
Now,
you
what is
sort of have like a
extremely well,
single player focused game. Extremely well, I would say personally, is better than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
You can't, whoa. You can't say that like people ain't buying both of those games at the same time.
No, I know, but like let me give an example. So I'm looking at the top 10 best-selling games that are on Switch, right? You've got Pokemon Sword and Shield, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I'd say like look at what new Pokemon Snap was selling. Obviously that's a side game, but has a lot of nostalgia behind it. Does anybody have the reports offhand of like what Pokemon Snap sold? Because I would say
we keep the goddamn reports on the.
I don't know. Fidel, no, but Fidel.
Yeah, no. New Pokemon Snap was 2 million.
Okay, so I would say.
Why do you know
He
that?
does.
See, this is why I brought it up. I knew Fidel would know. So I would say extremely well for this would be 6. I would say 6 would be extremely well because it's one game on its own. Everyone just buys that one game. And realistically, I mean, if you're looking at the top selling games on Switch, 12 million is Ring Fit Adventure. So I feel like this could go beyond the 12 million mark.
Hey, hold on.
You also got to keep in mind, a lot of those numbers might be boosted from COVID.
What do you mean?
Of course.
Well, I mean, we're still
for
in
Ring
COVID,
Fit.
so like people are still. Oh, sure. Where people are trying to work out. Yeah, but I don't know. But it's
Or people,
Pokemon.
he's just saying people are in the house, so they're playing more games and shit.
Yeah.
At least around that time, like when the
I'm trying to
pandemic
look for
started.
standalone. I'm trying to look for
That's why Animal
standalone
Crossing hit where
sales
it
of Pokemon titles in the past, like on 3DS. They're all paired games.
Yeah,
I don't see any
it's
that
so
are.
hard
like
to actually judge the sales of Pokemon when
Yeah, it is.
plenty of people buy both
I
games.
legitimately can't think of the last time an entire I'd say pretty much the whole Pokemon community unanimously had fun with the game. I can't. Gen 5 was not it. Gen 5, everyone hated it when it first came out. If you were there when you remember when Gen 5 first came out, critics hated it. It was people were so fucking terrible to that game. But look where we are now. Everyone loves it.
What was the last Pokemon game, mainline Pokemon game, that sold what would consider poorly? I think
the last.
It would be Let's Go. It would be Let's Go.
The worst selling Pokemon game of all time is, I think, Black and White 2.
Black and White 2?
Yeah, Black and White 2.
Than you some?
Yeah, I'm looking right now, I'm looking at the sheets. On DS, it says that Black and White.
Let me check.
Black and White sold 15. Diamond and Pearl was 17. Heart Gold Soul Silver was 12. Looking at the 3DS, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was 14. Sun and Moon was 16. Ultra Sun Ultra Moon was 9. And on Nintendo Switch, Let's Go Pikachu was 13, and Sword and Shield was 22. Yeah, and Black and White 2 is the only game of any of these generations that did not chart on the top 10 of that.
If you remember, there was a lot of hate because like Black White 2 came out after the 3DS. People were like, "Why are you giving me this game?"
Oh
like,
yeah,
I don't want to
that's true. Yep.
That's people were terrible to Gen 5.
Which again is weird looking back on it.
The last time Pokemon fans all enjoyed a game together was probably Gen 4.
Everybody liked Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about.
Oh, just mainline. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, probably.
Because every other time I can think of something where a huge portion of the fan base lost their minds. Gen 5, everyone lost their minds because you couldn't use old Pokemon. Gen 6, everyone lost their minds because it looked like shit. Gen 7, everyone lost their minds because of the tutorial. Gen 8, everyone lost their minds because it was Gen 8.
But let's take something into consideration, right? Something existed for Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8, etc. that didn't exist for Gen 4 and you know what that thing is? That is Twitter. Twitter existed beyond Gen 4. Literally ever since the inception of Twitter, it's social media blowing up in the way that it has. You could release the best Pokemon game of all time. You could do this with the graphics of God of War Ragnarok, and there would still be people who would find things to absolutely hate about it.
Bro, that's true no matter what you do
right now.
Happens no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's people looking at PS5 games that are like reusing some animations that are very tiny animations, acting like, oh, this is just a rush job.
Right. I feel like if Twitter was around in Gen 4, people would have been very upset about things in Gen 4.
These people are not. You got to take you obviously can filter through the criticism and see what's meaningful and what's not, but most people are not complaining or expressing dislike for something out of nowhere. Like there's always some truth to what they're saying as a group. Whether you're okay with people bitching or not, there's some truth to what the masses are saying. So even if we don't find people's criticism of Gen 8, for example, like the fucking deck shit. Like, a lot of people were mad about that. But that's still something that somebody could potentially be mad about. Like,
oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of people who were upset about it, of course. Yeah.
So Twitter or not.
It makes the discourse so fucking annoying, though. Because then it's like, I can't criticize Gen 8 without someone being like, oh, well, you just care about the decks.
Exactly.
That's not the reason I'm in it.
You stupid Nat Dexter.
That guy is human adjacent. Get that guy out of here.
That guy gets on my
human
nerves.
adjacent.
That guy's a freak.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
This game rules, though. It really does. Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Yep.
I got a question.
I just really hope, and again, my roots are in competitive. I really enjoy a lot of the competitive aspects. However, I also play a lot of spin-off Pokemon games, and for me, I don't miss not battling in this game because that's how good just playing the game is for me. Am I going to in the next week gen be like, damn, bro, a triple arrow kind of broken. Can I get that?
I need that, bro.
Yes, I will say that. Am I gonna be like, hey, yo, hazards are cool and all, but yo, let me get that new like stealth rock. The new stealth rock got crazy. Like
when it damages you every turn is great. Yeah,
I like it a lot too because when it damages you every turn, if it's super effective, it still does more damage.
Correct.
Frostbite instead of freeze is also
damage, like
way better.
Yeah, that's way better. I like that too.
Oh my god, Frostbite is so much better than freeze.
I will say
all the new status effects are clean.
All of them?
I don't know about all of them.
Drowsy is trash as fuck, bro. Watch
Yeah,
it.
Drowsy is trash.
Okay, wait. Okay, everyone calm down. Shofu, why don't you like Drowsy?
Huh?
Why don't you like Drowsy?
Because
he's a stupid Pokemon.
It's paralysis, but you're not.
Someone get Fidel out. Hey, someone get Fidel out of here.
I got you.
Because it's not sleep, bro. Like, okay, first of all, see, it's a combination of things. Status can override itself. So I'm battling this Pokemon that uses rest, and then while it's asleep, I hit it, and it uses rest again, and overrides its own sleep, and heals again. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Okay, so what if, would you be cool with Drowsy if it couldn't rest again?
No, I'd much rather just be regular sleep or some type of variation of regular sleep and not this drowsy shit where you might not attack and that's it.
Drowsy is objectively worse paralysis.
Yeah.
It's literally paralysis without the speed.
Exactly. It's exactly paralysis without the speed.
Wait, don't you take more damage when drowsy though?
Yeah, when you're drowsy, you take more damage.
Okay, I mean that's damage is damage.
Like
every Pokemon does damage in this game to the point where I didn't even know
it's a small amount of damage as well.
It's not
doesn't
balanced.
matter.
I didn't even notice that at all because I'm 2-KOing every Pokemon in the game regardless.
They need to bring snow into the mainline game where it doubles or not doubles. I don't think it doubles, but it increases the speed of ice types and increases the chance of frostbite instead of shitty fucking garbage hail.
That does literally nothing for ice types at all.
Holy shit! I just found.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Well, let's go.
What, Ricky? Everybody in the chat was saying, "Let Ricky speak." Ricky, what were you going to say earlier?
I only had like 2 questions. One thing that just came to mind is: are there actually like status buffs based on weather conditions in this game?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Assuming I know what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean like? Do fire types gain more damage in the sun with fire moves?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure if it's like harsh sunlight.
Okay. And
but
then
I don't know what exactly harsh sunlight is. I think it's whenever like I don't know. I know for a fact that fire moves are weaker in the rain. I know that.
I thought they said certain water types are double speed in rain or something.
Oh,
certain ones?
I don't know if it's certain ones or all of them, but
it seemed to me because when I checked it, it looked like if it's rain, it's just like the speed of water types is increased in rain.
Yeah, I think it's like
so. There's got to be something for sun then.
Oh no, Kylie said grass types have chlorophyll in the sun.
Okay, there you go. I know because Cherim transforms when it's sunny out.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Hey,
also, Cherim's the only Pokemon in this game that got stat buffs.
Yeah, it still has its ability.
Weird ones as well. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you mean like BSB buffs?
Like,
yeah,
they
buffs.
Physical attack and special defense a lot, but like not its special attack.
Its physical attack is now 90, and its special defense is 117. I think.
117.
117.
It might be 117.
That's the 117.
I hate Shofu. I want that on record.
That's the 117, bro. What about 117?
Hey, represent, bro. What set you from?
It is. It's 117.
Now, I will say again.
What you gonna say?
This game is nice.
Talk to him.
But we never going back.
We never going back. If I get on the next Pokemon game and I can't run around my Pokemon while I'm battling, I'm gonna be mad, bro.
If I go to the next Pokemon game, if I go to that next Pokemon game and niggas are out here taking 8 years to turn around on a grid when I can move omnidirectionally,
talk to bro. If I get on the next Pokemon game, bro, and I can't, I got nothing.
In the next Pokemon game, I got one. In the next Pokemon game, if I cannot look up at the ceiling inside a house, it's over. I want to be able to look at the ceiling in every place that I walk into.
I want that ceiling, bro. Show me all the ceilings, bro.
God
If I
damn
look at
it.
the next Pokemon game and triple arrow is not in that game, I'm somebody's chest. A whole
What does that move
boot.
do?
Oh, actually, another one.
Bro, that move.
Another one. A very
It has a high
major one.
it has a high critical
I
hit
play-
ratio.
If I play another Pokemon game and I can't just switch out my moves on the fly that are already in my move pack, bro, I'm dropping that.
Okay,
Pokemon.
that's
That
absolutely
absolutely needs to be in every game.
Wait, see now you're just spoiled now, which is fine. Okay, because that's a great
spoiled.
change.
What do you mean?
I said you're spoiled. Like they really did something right there. Like you're spoiled. Like it's so good that we definitely don't want to go back. But that's one that I could probably overlook depending on what they do instead. It depends.
They have a good TMs and TRs. It's okay.
It really depends.
I'm not settling for less.
I was going to say, because it's not just TMs. It's like when you're leveling up your Pokemon and then you're getting the move tutor moves in addition to having certain moves that would have been TM moves. And then you have access to all of them and switch out at any time. You don't have to actually go through another menu. You just like, because it never made sense that, suddenly your Pokemon are so stupid, their brains are so small that they can only process having 4 moves at once. It's like Pikachu remembers how to Thunder Shock versus Thunderbolt versus Thunder.
Why
it's
would
not
you
going to forget how to do that?
Why would you completely forget how to walk just because you can run?
Exactly. I
forgot
how to rest.
Crawl. I know how to crawl.
Like a Pokemon forgets how to rest. It can't go to sleep at night. Like how?
I
does
can't
that work?
fucking crawl anymore because I can stand up and walk. Like what?
Let him know.
What is that?
If I get on another Pokemon game, bro, and I send out my Pokemon and I start walking and it ends up 30 fucking feet behind me, bro, we're gonna have a problem. Now, the shit that you can do in this game is so much better than Pokemon following you to me.
Bro,
I can send out my Pokemon and look at it and hang out with it, it's chilling, it's falling asleep, it's over here dancing and shit. That shit. I can send out all 6 at once and take a picture. That shit's fire, bro.
It's
Did you
amazing.
ever throw them into like a river, because every single Pokemon, if they can fly, they'll fly above it. If they can't fly, they swim in the river. They can't do either. It makes a little raft for them to sit on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the first time I sent out.
Forgets how to use Electro Ball and uses Electro Whip.
Wheels.
Oh my god, man.
And there you go.
I am in.
It's
Wait,
impressive.
so I was asking real quick, what does Triple Arrow do?
Okay, so look, it has a high critical hit ratio. And first of all, the animation's fucking sick. Right?
Fire.
And it lowers defense. So it boosts your critical hit ratio and it lowers
it
defense.
boosts crit and it drops your defense.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
And it's a multi-hit.
No, it's not.
No,
It's not?
No.
It sounds like it would be.
it's a buff on yourself, right?
There are all no
Critical hit up and defense down on the opponent.
Which, by the
I
way,
don't think
critical
there's a
hit
single
up.
multi-hit move in this game.
Nope.
Wait,
Is there?
it's not a
No,
multi-hit?
Bro,
No,
double hit's
even
not
like
even an
pin-
attack
pin
anymore.
missile.
Even Pin Missile works like the
Pin-
new
Stealth
Stealth
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no multi-hit move in
weird.
this game anymore.
Yeah.
Weird.
No double kick, nothing.
Yeah. What was it gonna say? The Oh yeah, the move. Actually, no, I forgot. Fuck. That's tough. I'll remember.
True.
I can't believe I'm playing still.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Where do you guys think they can go with this game?
Bro, they can literally go anywhere, bro.
Yeah.
They can do.
Yeah.
There's so
Frontiers,
much
bro.
room for improvement and so much potential, but it really just depends on what they want to do. There's so much, bro.
They
do you
could,
still
they
think
could
they're gonna
either.
separate them? Like, do you think it's still gonna be like we're gonna get legends and a regular gen, or like
I
was
think-
Nah,
this
bro.
the
They need to
experiment?
take this
I
and just
hope
make
not.
the new Pokemon game on
Yeah,
this type of
yeah.
game.
I
Okay.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree
But
with
they're
you, but I
different,
actually
right?
think, yeah, they are different. I think we're looking at a world in which we're going to alternate between Let's Go games, mainline Pokemon games, remake games, and Legends games. And those will be the 4 main series. And
I
they're
don't
probably
think we're
going to
getting
keep.
anywhere. Let's
I don't
go.
think we can do without Let's Go.
I think
don't
they're going to
think
do
we're
another
gonna
Let's Go.
know.
Because I think they'll have like Let's Go is sort of the game for beginners, for like, you've never played a Pokemon game before, but you played Pokemon Go. Here's your way to get into it. You've got the remake games, which are for the nostalgic people. You've got the new generations that introduce the mass amounts of Pokemon. And then you've got the Legends games that revisit the other regions that have already existed, but from different time periods. Because, I mean, even in this, like they mention very early on in the game, they mention Alola, they name drop drop the other regions. So they could easily do like the Great Pokemon War from Kalos. They could do that whole like Middle Ages, medieval type of deal for that. They could do like Ancient Alola with the Tapus. They could do even like Ancient Johto, where you're actually in the time of the Burnt Tower and the legends of Raikou and Suicune and Entei and Lugia and Ho-Oh. There's a bunch of things. Or they could do like a far future with Deoxys and Rayquaza and stuff in Hoenn and mess with like the space-time stuff. They could do whatever they want.
Yeah, I think another thing people are getting hung up on is that I don't think, like, I don't necessarily think Legends games all have to do the same thing where they're all in ancient shit.
Sure.
Yeah. Just because it's called Legends, like it could be the legend of a Pokemon in a modern setting.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it could be.
But that's
I
what I'm
just think,
saying.
like,
They can literally do anything they can think of and actually want to do, bro.
It's,
like this shit's
it's
crazy.
just about keeping the core gameplay loop the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Like keeping the whole kind of larger world where the Pokemon are there and you can freely catch them and you have ways to move and explore.
It's crazy,
properly.
bro. Even the movement on the different ride Pokemon is seamless. Like that shit is actually kind of clean sometimes.
Yeah,
Well, you're swapping between the different ride Pokemon. And
I run into the water on my
terrain.
Basket Legion. I jump out the water on my fucking Braviary now. I fucking land on a wall. I'm climbing up the wall. And that shit is insane.
No, it's gonna be like, especially like I can already picture how cool it would be like in modern games, like when you go to a new town and it's just like just an actual city that you can actually walk through and look cool, and just like all these areas, like a route will feel way more organic and fun to go through like this, and just everything about it. Like there's so much potential, whether it's because Legends feels more like, like I said, it's more Monster Hunter where like you're leveling up your task rates, and maybe in the future ones they'll add like more boss stuff and all that. But in a modern one like this, it could just be crazy.
But to answer your question, Ricky, I don't think the turn-based ones are going anywhere. I think those are absolutely going to stay.
They can't get rid of
for better or for worse. Yeah.
But you have that still in Legends. Like it's still relatively turn-based.
Kinda, not really.
Yeah, it's
very different.
It's different.
Very different.
I sent out a Pokemon and they, today I got in a battle.
Sometimes
I
I
didn't really
don't
know
even
I
get
was
a
about to
turn.
get in, and they sent out a Pokemon and I just died right there on the spot. It wasn't like I didn't even get to choose a
Not a
move.
fan of that.
It's kind of crazy sometimes.
I don't really understand how it works sometimes. Like it looks like the turn order will say something and it just won't do that. And like it doesn't, regardless of like strong or agile. Like sometimes it doesn't make sense to me.
So the turn order
Speed
is
very
the turn order is set in stone unless they use a move like I think Mach Punch or something, and then turn order gets fucked up. But I might be. I don't. Someone
there is
needs
priority
to,
in this game.
The data miners need to do something.
So based
I don't know.
Based off of what I've been doing, priority basically is you using an agile style move without actually using an agile style move. Because if you use I've been using Mammal Sweat, if I use Ice Shard, I get the same thing.
Yeah, it's that's pretty much what it is.
So I basically get the agile move without the damage decrease, which is the big thing. And also, I remember that the buff that you get for critical rates on triple arrow, whatever the fuck, doesn't actually count as a stat buff, so it can't be decreased. Because everything in this game is an Omni Boost, which is kind of crazy.
It stays at.
Okay, so
Your
it
crit being
keeps
boosted forever?
going until you either switch, obviously, or I think it keeps going until you get hit.
Okay, then. I guess that's why they made it slow.
Yes. Put that in the game, though.
Well,
I thought other people were waiting and talking about stuff. The thing I wanted to bring up real quick, just because this is something that I've seen some people talking about with the starter choices, having Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. Moving into other Legends games, would you want them to sort of do the same thing where they're mix and matching and doing different variations, or do you want like all new ones?
No, it only made sense for this one because they're starting up a new place and the professor's from another place.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what the fuck's a Cyndaquil?
Cyndaquil.
It's the new form, bro.
Is that not how you say Cyndaquil?
No.
I know you're fucking around. I know you're fucking around.
He's not.
I swear to God, I'm not. I'm not. Hold on. It's Cyndaquil.
It's Cinda, like Cinder.
It's Cyndaquil. Who's ever said Cyndaquil?
I've always in my life said.
There's
Okay,
no way.
okay, fine. But like,
You're funny.
no, I guess no. Like Cinder, yeah, Cyndaquil, Cyndaquil.
Y'all don't know about Totodile, bro?
No,
Totodile?
no, but like Totodile makes that. Look,
know
like
about
Cinder.
Bro, what you know about Tangela, bro?
Cyndaquil. Okay, I got it.
You know about
Cyndaquil.
Tangela? Tangela go crazy.
Stop.
I've never heard someone say Cyndaquil.
Y'all don't know
I've
about
always
y'all
said
know about,
Cyndaquil.
y'all know about
Wait,
Chikorita, bro?
What's Chikorita?
No, that's Chikorita, bro.
Okay.
Chikorita.
Rowlet. Okay, hold on. Rowlet.
Zicorita.
Bro, this doesn't have to be an entire fucking think piece.
Protein?
Goddamn.
I'm just trying to think if there's any ones that I don't know how to say their names.
Yeah, Zicorita, bro.
Stop it. You're sick.
No, he's Vic.
Bro, the Blaze Aiken, bro.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
I hated them. You know what else? You know what else I hate? How video game companies are slowly become fucking one large company. And they're all
We transitioning
Oh,
into
yeah,
that.
we
Are we
gotta
gonna
they
do
don't-
it?
about
I
that.
know we got some news this
Tito, they
week.
throwing too much bread, bro.
I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
So
now.
where do we
I
want to
was
start?
hoping
Do
I
we want to
didn't
start with
make
Microsoft or start with Sony?
Hey,
Well,
go
we
in
can just talk
chronological
about
order. Go
both of them
Microsoft.
I feel
and-
like, oh, you kind of do it the way it
Yeah, go in
happened,
order.
I guess.
Okay, so since the last show, Microsoft acquisitioned Activision Blizzard in one of the biggest acquisitions in the history of the video game industry, if not the biggest. They acquisitioned Overwatch, StarCraft, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, pretty much every IP that was ever owned by Activision.
You're forgetting because Activision also owns Crash Bandicoot,
Crash Bandicoot,
Spyro,
right?
Guitar Hero.
No one
Right.
gives a fuck about those
Pro
games.
Skater. Like, there's so many games Activision owns, but you
Warcraft,
forget because they
Lost
abandoned
Vikings.
all of them. All of them.
Yep.
All those studios are just folded into Call of Duty. So all those IPs can
Wait, hold
actually
on,
have a
bro.
chance
Crash
to be made
Bandicoot. Crash
again.
Bandicoot had a very good game in the last 2 years. Hold on, hold it down.
Yes, but you know what happened to the studio that made that game?
Hey, let's
It's
go.
gone.
Yeah, they got folded into Call of Duty.
Wait, Toys for Bob got folded
Yes,
into
yeah,
Call
got
of Duty?
folded.
Yeah,
Call
they
of Duty.
Yeah.
bro.
They folded every studio in the Call of Duty in the
Demons.
past.
Oh,
Why
weird.
would they fold toys? Why?
'Cause they're awful
What the
people,
fuck
bro.
are they doing for COD?
Because Bobby
Because-
Kotick, his whole idea is if your game is not making us $1 million sales, it's not worth making. Which I guess if you're trying to just push the sales number up, yeah, it makes sense. But in terms of like having a diverse portfolio and getting a lot of gamers to like your games and not just COD players, it doesn't make any sense. Without
It's even darker than that though, because like part of the reason was because the Raven software who does the QA on Warzone, like they were striking and like working on like unionizing over the past year over how they were
No, but
treated on
that was
Warzone.
but that was after. That was after.
Well, it was
Came
after,
in.
but it was built up over a while. Like the employees have been talking about it for a long ass time, and so that then they started folding in studios into work on Warzone.
I think the fold
Because
happened
they were
because
trying to strike.
well,
I don't know if
think-
it was exactly because, but it certainly was correlated.
To my knowledge, I think the fold happened because they were having issues with like I think it started with Sledgehammer had a lot of issues when they were making a COD game and they just needed help, so they just folded studios to help them, and that kept happening over time. Is because you're trying to make a AAA level game, and you have a 3-year period to just shit out a game. Like sometimes you're not going to catch up when you're just literally doing that in cycles over and over and over again. So they just kept throwing more studios at it.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what people have been doing for years, bro. How do you think they made the fucking Great Wall of China? All these pyramids. If you throw enough people at a thing, it'll get done quickly. If you just throw humanity and suffering at it, it'll be fine.
Not suffer.
It has to be suffering.
That is the games industry for a while. with
Literally-
Crunch and things like that.
Literally, just everyone's just making the Great Wall of China in 3 years.
Is Bobby still in charge of the company?
No, okay, so for now, yes, he is, but it's been, well, he hasn't. It's been beneficial, but it's been like internal documents and stuff have apparently
He's
leaked that said that-
definitely leaving once they get full
yeah,
acquisition.
that once Microsoft's in charge, he will be leaving.
Good, good,
no
good.
way he's staying.
So once he gets paid,
He also
Never
gets
mind.
paid like a
Oh, yeah,
couple
he's
hundred
getting
million
paid.
on the
He's
way
getting
out.
So
paid
straight
like
Of course he does.
Far too much.
Of course.
He's getting paid a shit ton, but you know what? Pay the man, get him the fuck out. I really don't
no,
care.
don't
Just get
pay
him
the
out.
man. What the
You
fuck?
have, unfortunately, he's at the top of the company. You have to pay him. It's impossible not to. Like,
No, you
Microsoft-
don't. Ricky knows some people, right, Ricky? We can take care of
Don't
this.
pay the man.
Oh my
It
God.
depends.
Again,
It depends.
Microsoft-
I'll take care of it right now.
Okay, so like seriously though, he owns majority stock in the company. Microsoft is buying the company, meaning they're buying all the stock, meaning he will get paid. It's just the way it works. It's the only way to
Nah.
make sure Kotick is gone.
Guess what? I'm buying all the stock now. Fuck
talk
you.
to him.
And if you buy all the stock, you would end up paying him.
That's tough.
And I think he's getting paid like 300 million or something
Hey,
like
you can't
that.
pay a dead man, huh?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
You still
I just
pay
want
his
to let
estate,
everybody
so he
know
still gets
that
the
was
money.
not me. It wasn't me. I didn't say
You
it.
could definitely pay a dead man.
Absolutely was not. My hands are up.
My hands are also up. I was gonna
My
say.
hands are up. Right. Matter of fact, put the emote in. Put
Hands
hey,
are
both
up,
My hands
hands
are
sides.
on
up.
my controller.
Hands
My
up.
hands are down.
Hands up.
Both sides of the
Became
emote right
real
now.
militant,
That's
Zach.
me. Hands are up. I didn't say it.
Hands are down.
They're down.
Again, that is Zef, spelled Z-E-F.
Okay, so
I've
you a
nothing to
snitch.
lose.
I said I didn't
No,
do
no, no.
it. You said who did it.
It's Canadian.
specifically.
It's
All right, look,
Yeah.
I just watched the newest season of Ozark, and so it's like it's timely for me. All right,
We're snitching now.
Dude,
I don't want
he was
Navarro
on-
coming after me, man. All right,
He
I'm
was on
good.
Epstein's
Navarro's
book,
not coming
dude.
after you. He's
got
coming after
connections.
someone else.
It really be your own, bro.
Roger was really about to drop an IP address right there.
Who else could it be?
In terms of,
Speaking of which,
so-
this episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
That's right. There
I
you go.
wish.
Internet privacy is important. If you want to protect your internet privacy,
So NordVPN
use.
endorses what I just said. Then is what you're saying.
No, absolutely not. No.
Oh,
That's what you're saying to me. right
Once
now, is
again, it
NordVPN.
was not me. I didn't say it.
Yo, Shofu, get my face off the screen, please.
I just said all of this.
Oh wait, click the wrong button. I played the intro by accident, bro. Wait, Roger, I'm gonna get you out of there, bro. I'm gonna get you out of there.
it's over.
There you go. That's the picture from last time. What's under this?
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
That's much better.
Perfect.
Much better. Piplup's not going to do anything. Piplup's fine. Yeah,
Piplup
Piplup can
said
just
it,
sit.
matter of fact.
People got a bald head.
Well, I had round.
Right. Bro,
Let's
you know
not
what's
talk
crazy is
about
that when
this
you
guy
see
anymore.
3D models moving around this environment, like you start to notice things about Pokemon you never noticed before. Like, bro, Spheal is really round, bro.
Bro,
Like,
what the fuck do you mean stuff you never really noticed before his feel is around? What do you mean?
No. What I'm saying is, bro, I knew he was, but he's really round for real.
You got to,
What do
Shofu, you got to
mean?
remember. I was going to say, Shofu, you got to remember this is the guy who said Min Min had a sword, too. So let's
No,
be real.
you took that too literally. You
Let's
took
not
that
get
too
into
literally. That was you.
Let's not do this again.
Going back to the past.
It was a good callback. It was a
I
callback. It's a
did say
prank.
that, and I got all y'all swinging in the corner. For
Y'all
2 hours
took that
about it.
far too literally, is what happened.
That's what happens on any topic of this.
How?
No, that's
Not
true.
really.
No,
I
but
know,
anyway,
I'm not talking consider that he put
Well,
in the
that's,
chat, but he
while we
put
are-
it earlier.
Pokemon
we
Eyes.
are still on the topic of Activision
Yeah,
Blizzard,
so
though, being
I wanted
acquisition by
to-
Microsoft. So
I wanted to say, as someone who's been like a giant Blizzard fan for
Oh god.
God knows how long.
Why do you enjoy pain?
I'm sorry.
I just like. What
Hey.
does that even mean?
I really
'Cause
don't
the
have
thing-
any
okay,
other way to
okay,
ask that question.
In the past, it wasn't pain. They make good ass games.
How long
and they
in the
took
past?
their time to make. Oh, it's been a while, my friend, and it has sucked for a while. So for me, for a long time, Diablo 4 was my last hope for that company because I don't give a fuck about Overwatch 2.
Oh my god.
WoW is shit.
He's right. He's right.
How do you not care about Overwatch 2 when you're in that game, Lucio?
Oh my God.
Let's break it down!
Transition you ever seen.
oh man,
Now this is a scenario where my hands are up.
Yeah, my hands aren't. They're no longer down.
My hands are up here.
Okay, yeah, but McDermott, what were you saying?
So like,
That was
I'm way more. I got lost on that one. I care. Okay, I remember.
you're more interested in Diablo, is what you were saying.
No. But my point was that company is pretty shit right now, and their
Right.
games are also pretty shit.
That's
So
tough.
Diablo 4 was like the next thing that's been like, okay, Diablo is a series that they, okay, no, they fucked it up, but maybe they won't fuck up this one. So that was my hope. That was the only hope I had until now, with Microsoft stepping in. I have way more hope in this company because I believe way more in Microsoft than I did in the way Activision was running things. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm sitting here with me and the 10 other people who have Series X's. So I, as a fan, am very happy with Microsoft. So I think Microsoft stepping in can maybe get Blizzard away from the nonsense where they're just chasing stocks. Because yes, Microsoft is a publicly traded company, but the major issue with Activision Blizzard is that they've always chased higher stock prices. And to do that, because obviously there's a capped how much you can get, they like, oh, we had record profits. We fired 800 people. Oh, we're just releasing this game. oh, we can't have time to actually let this game have time to be good. We just throw it out because we just need the box sales. And so, like, with Microsoft, you can actually have stuff where, like, Halo Infinite had issues. Yes, it still had issues. But they delayed Halo. That was their system seller. They delayed it a year. Like, Activision, that's not going to happen. That game goes out. If it's bad, or whatever. We got their money.
Usually when games like that get out, they never recover because like No Man's Sky apparently is good now, but no one's gonna play No Man's Sky.
It's good now.
Apparently.
It is weird though.
Looking at it is really good.
Because bro.
When I'm looking at Microsoft's portfolio now of things, like they have so many esport games. If you've got Halo, Call of Duty, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Overwatch, StarCraft.
Not that one.
Stop. Hey, y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting. Y'all are gonna stop disrespecting. Y'all gonna stop.
Disrespecting.
Heroes of the Storm is fun, but they
y'all
killed
really.
it.
You're gonna stop, Tito. Are y'all?
I can't believe you're naming esports games. You named Heroes of the Storm. No,
because I just went down their list of.
Don't never forget.
That's fine.
You have to understand. I'm a Blizzard fanboy. Seeing a character I like in that game pains me because that game is not good.
That's tough.
That's cap.
Here we go. Tito been saying that game is good for 3-4 years now. Minimum.
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes
of the Storm is the MOBA, right? It's the MOBA.
I never switched up.
Never, not once.
See, the only MOBA I ever play is Pokemon Unite, so I wouldn't know any better.
You such a Nintendo
I
brand.
cannot believe you just said that.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
oh my god, you still play that game?
I'm with you, Roger. I'm with you, Roger. Let's go.
Let's go for
this.
This is
the
Nintendo brand ambassador. Dude, Connor, I was laughing so hard.
I said that's why you trash the goddamn game, bro.
I forgot what it was. I said something to the extent of like, oh, I think Melee's gonna come to Switch this year, and Connor tweets at me. He's like, please use your brand ambassador powers for good. And I was sitting there crying, laughing.
Brand ambassador, and I was playing for the wrong team.
That was so funny.
I don't know who's gonna stop him, but someone has.
Damn it, man. This is bad. This is real bad. Show was unforgiving. How? Hello? What the fuck happened? I think the Discord call died, bro. Is Discord down? I'm connecting to the call. I'm not in the call anymore. Hold on. Let me try and fix it. Oh, I can't even... Is Discord down for everybody, or is it just me? I can't even get back in here. It's fine for you? Okay, hold on. Let me refresh. What the fuck? Give me 1 second to figure this out. Shofu the podcast? I can do it. You already know I'll be talking my talk, you feel me? Nintendo heard you talking shit. So they kicked me off Discord? That doesn't even make sense, bro. This music going stupid, though. Hey, yes, sir. I didn't even get to ask McDare if he's still selling that cereal. I never got any Lucio O's. What are you doing in the chat? Checking for updates. Oh no, it might be over, boys. My Discord is in limbo right now. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what I can do. So back to Legends. Hey, hold on. You might be onto some. All right, hold on. Let me try and fix this. This isn't me though. There's no way this is a me problem. Because I didn't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Discord's just not working for me right now. Can you connect to some other chat? Bro, my Discord's not even opening, bro. I'll let you know I'll give you updates as it goes on. My shit's resetting right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe reset your PC. Why would I reset my PC? Because Discord's not working. This is not. Restart the stream. Oh, web browser might work. Hold on. Let's see if I can try that. Yeah, this shit's just not. I don't know what's going on. Why would you redeem email to only chat now? Yeah, the site's not loading for me, and the app is also not loading. That's real tough, boys. Real tough. Discord's really not working for me. What the fuck? This is actually kind of weird. I don't understand why this would be happening. Let me check on my phone. Hello?
Okay.
So y'all, I can get on Discord on my phone, but not on my computer.
How weird. What the fuck? What's going on? Can they hear you still, or can
They can hear me. They can't hear you.
Hey, it's Bobby, man. Just put us on speaker, man. We'll just do the show like that.
That's cap.
Yeah, that works.
Uh-oh. I think it's working now. Hold on. I'm back, boys. Connect PlayStation Network. Fuck out of here. Fuck boy. Alright. I'm back on Discord. Can I get into the call now? No. What the fuck? I am back on Discord though. But I can't join the call. Can I join a different call? No. My Discord is broken, bro. What's going on? Try your server? Bro, I can't see anything. Hop on Picture Chat. I don't know why specifically Discord wouldn't work. Trying to get into Task Manager and try again. You think that wasn't the first thing I did, my brother? Because it was. Use the Nintendo app. Yeah, my shit's still not working, my brothers.
Never again. No more Skype. When did we transition to Discord? I don't even really 15. Like, really? We were in it was a while ago. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you were still here when we changed to Discord. Yeah. No, I'm just asking, like, as a refresher. I knew I was here when the Discord change occurred. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when they fucking sent me free shit. Me too. Y'all just freaking came out of nowhere with it one day and changed the whole agenda on me. I was like, are you still in the closet?
No, I moved.
What a terrible thing to say out of context.
What do you mean? I was sleeping in a closet last night.
What do you mean? Like, you were hiding from something?
No, so I was told that the Envy house where some friends live, like the Envy content creator house, was told they have a guest bedroom, and then the guest bedroom was just a closet.
Oh my god! Like a walk-in closet?
It was a pretty solid sized closet, but it was still a closet, and like there were no outlets, so I couldn't charge anything, and there was no light, no AC. So I was just like, okay. And then also, this is a whole separate story, but apparently the place is also haunted, which I didn't know until
Oh, nice. That's cool. And you were in the closet?
It's like actually fucking haunted though. Like I wasn't.
What do you mean it's haunted?
Staying there. Oh,
that's content.
There's so many stories about this shit. Like I heard footsteps throughout the night, and everybody was like, "Yeah,
Jesus, bro."
We heard that. And then like they woke up to like a nail was like nailed to a tree, and then in the fucking nail was like a printed out word that just said "go."
Bro, what? I would leave instantly.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
What is wrong with you? I'm leaving.
I'm tell you right now.
They found out that like the Weeknd used to live in this fucking like Hills mansion or whatever, and then he moved because he said it was haunted.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh, well, fuck
you wrote a whole album about it. Yeah, you got the exactly.
All I know is that all you gotta do is what I read on the internet is if you punch a ghost in the nose, it'll run away.
But your hand is going. Your fist is going.
No, that's sharks, bro. That's sharks. That's not ghosts, bro.
You got a cell scope or something?
Bro, what I'm saying is that
Nah, that boy got scrappy, bro.
Bro, I got scrappy. Bro, I am fucking Sun and Moon Mega Kang, bro. I'm broken. Like, I'm out here. Make me.
He meant to say X and Y. He said sword and shield, but he meant to say X and Y. Am I connected? I'm back. Oh my god. I'm fine.
You heard?
It's great to be back.
He's back.
Hey,
Welcome
back.
Welcome back.
What was the last
Okay,
thing
now,
you
no.
disconnected?
I know what we're gonna talk about because it was literally when I started.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
Okay, so back on Blizzard and Activision stuff.
Right.
McDarrett last said some stuff about MLG, Call of Duty League, and Overwatch League. I'm just gonna say they're not gonna touch anything involving that, at least with MLG, because Call of Duty League and Overwatch League was so badly received and was such a money loss for them.
It wasn't actually. It was not.
No one, the amount. Well, I guess
Overwatch League was a huge loss for the owners of the teams.
Yeah, it's for the owners of the teams.
Yeah,
for them,
it was
no.
because the buy-in was
like,
ridiculous, wasn't it?
because the buy-in, yes.
Yeah, it was the buy-in.
They keep
For both
it alive.
of them, they made a ton of money off of that because they charged those teams like 20 million and then later 40 million to buy.
But
in.
the revenue
so, no, they
that
didn't lose money.
The revenue that they were making off of it, other than teams buying in, were like the fucking goddamn Overwatch League emotes on Twitch chat that you'd have to like buy it.
No, that was how Twitch made money because Twitch lost a ton of money off buying.
Oh
the
yeah, that was
rights
the
to the
Twitch
league.
contract. Yeah,
so much
that's
money
what I'm
on buying
thinking
the
of.
rights. Twitch
Wait, but just to clarify, because I'm kind of like out of the loop. I haven't played Overwatch in a couple years. Is the league still a thing? Like it still exists, right?
Yes, it still
okay.
exists. So Overwatch League has to exist because if that thing doesn't exist, all those teams are probably going to pursue legal action after how much money they paid.
Dude,
So,
Overwatch
all that
League
shit still
set back
exists.
esports like 15 years. I swear to God, when all this is said and done.
Yeah, it can.
Because
At the end,
so
yeah, it
many
definitely can.
fucking big names bought in, and they're just getting fucked.
Not
owners of the Patriots bought in. Owner of the Cowboys bought in. So yeah, they definitely could really fuck it up. But it exists for now. What they're doing is they're running a beta version of Overwatch 2 on it before that's even available to play, which is also dumb because half the point of esports is to get people to want to play your game, but you're showing them Overwatch 2. They can't play that.
Wait, they're playing on Overwatch 2?
Are they gonna be playing it like way before anyone else can?
Yes, they're gonna be playing on Overwatch 2 for
There was
anyone else.
another game that did that. I forget what it was. Why is there a flying Gyarados? Anyways,
wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I went on the Overwatch League YouTube channel, and I typed in just like what their most recent videos are, and I'm seeing these Overwatch 2 Pro perspectives. Dude, this looks like the same game.
Yeah,
This looks like the
yes,
same game from 4 years ago.
And this is okay. So when Overwatch 2 discussion came up, people were saying to me, "Well, why don't they gonna call it, bro? We gotta call Overwatch 2." It's like, no, because when Blizzard does this, they just make an expansion. Because when Blizzard says 2 or 3, it's a new game. Overwatch 2 is not a new game. They're calling it 2 to try to get people's money because they fucked up at first Overwatch so badly.
Y'all hurt McDarrett.
Get him, bro. Get him, McDarrett.
This is
Let him know.
McDarrett's redemption arc.
Let him know, McDarrett, bro.
Maybe I'm
It's
just like
finally
seeing this
McDarrett's
with rose.
hype time.
Maybe I'm thinking about this with like rose tinted glasses or something. But I remember the first year of Overwatch being really fun.
It was.
Not like the
It was.
esports
Yeah,
side
it
of
was.
things,
It
or
was.
just like
It was
The
just
problem,
a game.
the problem is Blizzard has never made an esport focused game before. They always just make a game and it becomes esports as a happy accident. But now they're
That
trying
can't
to
be right.
force it. Literally, StarCraft 2 is the game people tout as like.
No, but
the
Overwatch had
original
to be
StarCraft.
intentional in some kind of facet.
It was.
It was.
That's
But this
why
is
it
what he's
started.
saying.
That's why it went bad.
Oh,
because
you're saying that they- okay,
Yes,
my bad.
They
Right.
tried. They tried to make it an
right,
official
right.
esport and all this stuff, but then the speed at which they update stuff is too slow. So stuff like the goats meta happened and just stayed that way for ages and just fucked the game because Blizzard is too slow to adjust that kind of stuff.
Also, like people really bought into that game not because of the esports, because it was fun and the characters.
characters
were
and the
cool
characters
world.
for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was cool, but then they started focusing too much on the esports aspect of the game, and
Yeah.
things started getting fucked.
Man.
Like the game was not fun to play anymore if you just want to turn on the game and play, which it needed
Yeah.
to be. It just wasn't fun anymore.
Which is like
The
the main
one-
issue, which is why they were trying to call it 2 to get those players back.
That's me. I'm those players.
I hope it's cool. Like I like the idea of them doing like I guess.
Yeah, it's not.
25
I
v5
don't
for
want
sure.
them to fail.
Yeah.
It's just
For
like,
sure.
I don't have high expectations for it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because there was a year where like I loved Overwatch. I was playing it every single night, and
Overwatch won Game of the Year unanimously.
that's right. Oh, it did. Yeah, that's right.
Remember when people begged for it to come to Switch, and then all the Blizzard stuff happened, and like the day
Yeah,
it came out, Nintendo,
yeah, that's right.
Nintendo canceled like the New York event, and they didn't even tweet about it. The day it came out.
I vividly remember that too, because like 2 weeks prior to that, they had the leak of
That
the
shit's sad,
the Switch case. Remember, it was like the Tracer
Yeah,
Switch
yeah,
case, and
yeah.
everyone knew, oh my god, it was going to be Overwatch. And then, like you said, all the Blizzard stuff came out, and just instantly everything died. Nintendo canceled the event, and yeah.
It was like the opening announcement of like what
That was
like,
that was wild
Nintendo
too.
Direct.
I think we can talk about this now. It's not a big deal, but like I think Misclick has even mentioned this on stream before. Is she went to Blizzard? They had her go to Blizzard because she's like one of the brand ambassadors, and her and I think one other person got to play the game on Switch and do like a whole preview video, and then obviously those preview videos never ended up going up. But there was going to be a whole big push for it, so yeah, it really was a shame.
What's this? What happened with Blizzard? What are you talking
Oh, you don't
about?
know.
Oh, right, you were gone. That's right. That's right.
Motherfuckers were
Oh my God,
motherfuckers
where to
were going
start?
around. What was it, Riot or Blizzard, where they were?
That was
farting on
Riot.
each other?
Farting people's faces was Riot.
What?
Was Blizzard the one where they were slapping each other's nuts?
What?
That's
No.
also Riot.
So
that
Riot
was
was
both.
Riot. Always Riot. Riot
That
was.
was both. Both of them were slapping nuts.
What?
Blizzard,
Oh my
no,
God.
Riot
No, no,
was
no,
the-
no, no, no.
At Riot,
Okay,
they
here,
were
here,
slapping
here.
people's faces.
Riot
Man,
was
man.
slapping
Slapping?
nuts. Riot was slapping nuts. Blizzard was farting in people's faces.
No,
Which
no.
one,
well,
wait,
that
which
was-
one was the one? Which one was the one where they
Riot
said
was
that?
the
Let McDarrett
Riot
talk.
was
He'll
the
know. He
fart.
knows.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
go ahead,
wait,
go
no,
ahead.
no, no.
Hello? Don't tell me I got cut off again. Hello? It might be over. That was so funny, bro. That's so fucking hilarious. Why is this happening? Maybe it's happening because of them. Maybe they were just doing way too much just now. It's letting me connect, but I can't hear anything. I'm trying to join a different call. Am I changing the region of the call? It's not even my Discord to do that. I can't join my own Discord call in my server. Let me see if I can type something in chat. I can't. I can type in my Discord chat, but I can't join a Discord call, which is weird. It doesn't even make sense. Actually, I guess it kind of does make sense. I'll just join on my phone again, like I did the last time. I don't know what's going on, but
Oh yeah, they bought it for $69 billion. So
nice.
69? Yeah, 69 billion. Is it time to zoom? Is that what we doing?
Hop on Picto Chat, bro. We could just all like write our answers.
Yeah, we could hop in a nice Zoom call.
You guys ever make like a flip note in Picto Chat?
Flip note, yeah, I did Flip Note Studio. It was fun.
No. Have you ever made an animation in Picto Chat?
Oh no, just in Flip Note Studio. I was getting pretty good at those too. I made some funny ones.
I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. Nothing I can do.
Okay, can all
Well,
be
it's not a problem.
Can all be fixed in post. No problem. What was the last thing you heard again?
Bro,
Well, no,
what do you mean the last thing I heard? Like 18 of you weren't talking at the same time.
Okay, so I'll explain. So Ricky asked.
I heard him say.
Okay. It's about.
He screamed what when we were talking about slapping nuts,
and he thought it was a joke. Right.
So,
Okay, yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh,
I heard
the
slapping
farting?
nuts. I heard farting in faces. Who the fuck?
Yes, both of those. So I want to get this out there, all right? Both of those were Riot games because people.
Freaking madness, bro.
Like, people tend to keep forgetting that Riot Games did a bunch of heinous nonsense.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not letting
They
Riot go.
definitely did. Yeah.
And Blizzard stole women's breast milk.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
What?
Man.
Okay,
That's right.
What happened was there's a room for like women to breastfeed or something like that, and someone went in there and took all the breast milk.
Yeah. So that room wasn't well kept, so there were stains on stuff because they weren't cleaning it. Men would go in there and put their beers in the fridge, and they would sleep in there.
Oh my God,
Someone
dude.
went in there and stole breast milk. Yeah.
And then that was also the Cosby Suite. So Blizzard was also the Cosby Suite.
Blizzard has a
Right.
thing called BlizzCon, which is a big, and I've gone to like 3 of them, but it's a big like convention for their fans and all this stuff. But they obviously the devs are there too, and they're drinking and hanging out. But some of them are like, oh, we're just gonna have this little suite. We'll get fans drunk and bring them up to the suite with a bunch of our executives and stuff. In
Bro.
Yes.
They took photos of this and posted it online. Like, what's wrong? I
It's
just.
like that Guantanamo Bay thing again.
It just sounds like people were way too comfortable in there, man.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to
Absolutely.
explain. It's like Blizzard.
Weirdos,
I mean, you fell out, but Blizzard was so successful that they felt like they could do whatever they wanted because, I mean, all their games sold. They always did well. So like, we can just be complete assholes to whoever. And then it turns out the world
I think
doesn't work
it's
out.
also part of the fucking bro culture.
Oh,
in
definitely.
game
It has to be,
Definitely.
bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
People don't do shit
all-
like that on a whim,
It's
bro.
like a
No.
it's like a fucking frat.
It's
Sure.
literally
Yeah,
just
literally-
a frat
it's literally a
mindset
frat.
within
It's
the game
literally a
development.
frat.
Yeah, that's just been going on for way too long.
Who is stealing breast milk, bro?
Bro, I know, bro.
I
There's
just wanna
people
know
saying
why.
freaks,
Arrest
man.
him
There's
now!
That's the worst. Like, they don't arrest these people. They just tell them like leave. Like,
Right,
it's
they're
like,
fired,
They
exactly.
fire them.
Yeah,
or
that's
they
the worst.
retire.
I mean, what else can they
Yeah.
really
Stealing
do?
breast milk got to be a crime, right?
Absolutely, bro.
and
It has to be.
stealing, so,
Why are
yeah.
you stealing them, bro? What are you gonna do with it?
Well, it depends
You
on the
drink it
valuation of the
with
breast milk.
some nourishment. What are you
Whether
talking
they're-
about?
Tito?
You did not just say that, bro.
There was too much crazy shit said at once.
What the fuck?
Drink the breast milk.
He said
Cheeto did not just say,
it
well,
depends.
heavily
It
valuation.
depends. He said it depends on how long the breast milk has aged.
Grown-ass man.
There's too much crazy shit.
It depends
Tito
on the
said,
texture
yo,
and the hints of the breast
You a
milk.
grown man. Why are you
At the end
drinking
of
the
the day,
breast milk?
at the end of the day, y'all know what my job is for real, for real.
He
And I'm just gonna
said-
play my game.
Dude, Shofu's about to get disconnected again.
He said it depends on what the woman ate and
Yes.
what,
Oh my
what
God.
accents her breast
said,
milk
yo,
has.
Is that shit PSA 10?
Who said that?
So
He said
I don't- I don't know if you guys even remember this, but so they got rid of the past current Blizzard head, J. Allen Brack. They had him step down because a bunch of stuff happened under him. So it's like, okay, you got to go. And then they put in Mike Ybarra and Jen O'Neill as co-leads. So it's like a first female co-lead at a company. Yeah, remember, Jen Ybarra left like a month or two in. Turns out she left because she was getting underpaid compared to her second co-lead. And for some reason, Activision just didn't fix that and was slow to fix it. So she left and told them, like, yeah, I'm not going to be a token for you. I'm leaving.
Sure.
Damn.
And so, like, in the middle of all this nonsense, when they put someone in a position to fix the issue, they still underpaid her.
Like, and then she left.
Stupid can they be? Yeah. I mean, truly.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
They've got to completely wipe out the entire leadership.
There's some weird people in this world, bro.
That's why I'm perfectly happy with this deal. Yes, unfortunately, Bobby Kotick gets his money. But it's either that or it stays the way it is.
Right.
That's all that's gonna happen.
So I'm happy with this deal in short term. My alarm for me going to the gym is going on. The rewards for this deal, I'm happy with in short term because it's almost instant gratification in a way. We get to think of what games they get with the IP retrieval or acquisitions.
Sure.
There's a whole conversation about what they can put on Xbox Game Pass now that they have all of these games under their belt.
Sure.
The only thing I really worry about, mainly because of the background I'm from and maybe a few others are, is in the long run, how is this going to affect the video game industry in terms of all of these big heads like Microsoft and Sony acquiring all of these other development studios?
Yeah.
And how is it going to affect the output of all of these games? Because if they're going to be focusing on all of these titles for their own brand, like Xbox and PlayStation, we're probably going to get less volume of games, but higher quality, or the other way around.
I disagree slightly. Well, I'll just say for like the way, I don't know how Sony handles things, but the way Microsoft's been doing is basically recently, because I learned from how they handle Lionhead, when they acquire a studio, they don't really just step in and tell them what to do. They're pretty hands off. The studio just exists as a studio, but now it's under the Microsoft brand.
I don't know how that's going to work with Activision, because with the way Sony announced their acquisition of Bungie, they specifically stated that, SIE and Bungie, like, they're going to have their own workflow. Like, they're not going to do anything with Bungie. They're just going to let them do their own thing while they're still under SIE.
Sony directly profits off anything Bungie makes. But Bungie will still just publish its own thing.
I don't know what the situation is with Microsoft and Activision, though.
It's very much the same. Activision is going to
be... Did they state it?
So basically, the way it's going to work is Activision is still going to be Activision Blizzard, still going to be Activision Blizzard, but the new CEO will be Microsoft, with obviously Phil Spencer the direct lead of that position.
Sure.
But Microsoft's just filling in the CEO role, so like they're in charge of it, and now Activision Blizzard as a company is just a subsidiary of Microsoft.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Thinking about all of this, I really think long term. Like, there's so many smaller studios within Activision Blizzard, right? Like, you guys mentioned Toys for Bob, and then Toys for Bob got folded into doing development for Call of Duty. I think, they own all of these IPs, right? They've got Crash, they've got Spyro, they've got whatever. But I would not be surprised if they end up using some of these studios to then make other Xbox games. Well, see, you say that, and like, in an ideal world, it would be amazing to see. Yeah, it'd be amazing to see them do like a remake of Banjo or a crossover, have like a Banjo Crash Bandicoot kind of game. Like, that'd be sick.
That is that Microsoft also has Killer Instinct, and Killer Instinct already was pulling in at Microsoft characters.
Yeah, but see, there's rumors. I don't know if you've seen this. There's rumors that Killer Instinct is being developed by Bandai Namco, though.
Yeah, I saw that
right now. So, if that's the case, like, and they're going to be reaching out to all these other developers, I wonder if they're going to have these other studios within Activision Blizzard make other Xbox IPs, like bring back things that we have in Crimson Skies if they want to
go around and like pass, like, because the thing is, like, my big thing is like a Spyro and Crash specifically, because Activision wasn't going to do anything with them,
right?
So like those two, you can even pass it to just some other Microsoft company that's within Microsoft, even if not Toys for Bob, and maybe they can actually get games.
They've said they wanted to do that. I just don't know what I just don't know how they're gonna go about doing it. Whether they're gonna let the teams that they've acquired that were previously working on them actually work on those projects, or they're gonna just let other existing Microsoft development teams take over those IPs.
To my knowledge, well, I can only talk about how it happened with KI because there's a documentary on it. There was an executive high up in Microsoft that really liked Killer Instinct. They own Rare, and they're like, hey, let's go do something with this. And he went out and shopped around and found a studio, not Double Helix.
Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy, yeah. Iron Galaxy, and they pitched it to them, and then they got the game going. You literally at Microsoft, if an IP exists, you just need someone who's at the company high up who wants that IP to do something with it. And then they can go find a studio to do it. You don't have to be an inside Microsoft studio. They might go to a third-party studio.
I think they did the same with Battletoads.
Right. The Battletoads remake. Well, it's not a remake, is it? It's like a brand new game.
It's just a new game, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I am curious in the long run. I also wonder if they're going to do what I'm sure is going to come up at some point in this conversation, like their own kind of Smash Brothers thing, some massive crossover. Because I feel like if any company's going to do it now in the gaming space, like they realistically could. If you think about the amount of stuff that they have, I mean, they could have Tracer, they could have the Lich King from World of Warcraft, they could have Crash, Banjo, Cuphead, Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix. Like,
hey, you know what that crossover game is called? Here's the Storm.
No. Jesus, please, no.
Could you imagine if Banjo was playable in Heroes of the Storm? That'd be awesome. I'd be there day one.
I'm just saying.
How would that be
Banjo and Spyro in Heroes of the Storm, I'd play it, man.
Look, y'all might not like the answer, but I'm right.
I'm here for it.
I know you're right, and I hate it.
Don't boo me. I'm right.
Well, I mean, realistically,
sense, but I don't like it.
It would be kind of cool if they ended up doing like a crossover shooter type game, right? Like a hero shooter similar to Overwatch, but they had it with all their different IPs. Where you got Marcus Phoenix attacking Master Chief with like Banjo as, and Kazooie as the gun and all that kind of stuff. That'd be super cool.
It's like something like KI makes more sense. Personally, it's a little easier to do with something like that than like.
You think Banjo and Cuphead would be in Killer Instinct?
Yeah, because the way they do it is they don't just pick. So like they didn't put in Master Chief, they put in the Arbiter. Arbiter made.
Oh sure,
sense.
Okay, sure.
In Marcus Phoenix, they put in General Ram.
Who would they put in from Banjo Kazooie? Captain Blubber?
They pick a villain. Pick a villain or something.
Wongo?
Jam Jars, bro. Jam Jars would be sick. I just imagine him popping out the little metallic molehill and then smacking him with the baton and bringing out RPGs and stuff. It's great. Skeleton Gruntilda, that's right. You could do that. They could do Skeleton Gruntilda.
It's gonna be a good time, bro.
Yeah.
I
still don't know how I feel about this acquisition stuff though, because
I understand.
In
I agree with you.
Short term, it's great because, you can think all of these things like Xbox Game Pass, Game Pass, going to be great now, honestly, because all of these games have the ability to reach a wider audience that people they're probably going to put a bunch of Blizzard games on Game Pass, a bunch of Call of Duty games on Game Pass. The only thing is that I think with Game Pass getting stronger, it's going to have a stronger call for Sony to have their what is it called that they're planning on releasing?
PlayStation or something. It's called Project something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're canceling PlayStation now.
Yeah, whatever.
They should. PlayStation now.
Whatever their version of it's going to be, they're going to need to step it up. Obviously, that's just how companies work. And with them acquiring Bungie, and then that on top of that saying they're not done, they have more in store, or whatever the fuck they said.
Yeah, they got the answer back.
I heard that people are saying they could be talking to Capcom. Like that.
Yeah, Capcom's the one that makes the most sense, Connor.
I've been hearing Capcom.
I will throw up all over myself.
Is Square Enix under them, or Square Enix?
I will say it right now. I would put money on this. I know I've lost a lot of stake bets, but I feel very confident of the major ones that people are talking about that are realistically seen as like PlayStation exclusive type developers. There is 0% chance, Square Enix would sell. And I also truly believe Konami will not sell either. And the reason why is
a price, man.
Because
I agree. Everyone's got a price.
Everyone has a price.
Because Konami not only
money.
Not only does Konami have Yu-Gi-Oh, but like it's apparent when you go to Japan, Konami is like heavily in the culture with pachinko machines, with like gambling, with slot machines, and they also run like a bunch of sports stuff in Japan as well. They have like the Konami clubs that you go in, the gyms.
I think Konami is like they have enough subsidiaries or the subdivisions of their own company where they're directly competing with Sony. So if they were to acquire them,
it'd be weird.
Yeah.
So if I remember this correctly, of the Japanese like third-party studios, at the bottom is Sega in terms of market value. Sega's at the bottom. Then I think it's Capcom or Square Enix. I forget which one. Those two are kind of interchangeable. Then Konami, and Bandai Namco is near the top of like total. Bandai Namco's like 15 billion.
Well, yeah, Bandai Namco's huge.
Super big.
Yeah. I really think Connor's right. I think it's going to be Capcom if they're going to do any of them.
Yeah. Well, regardless, if they do something like, I'm starting to get a little nervous with the atmosphere of online gaming and how these games are going to be developed and stuff because these big monopolies are going to start appearing with Microsoft and Sony, and I'm just not a huge fan of that with gaming. I think it'll be a huge shift in how we.
Well, I think what's basically we're seeing is the next evolution in how games work. Like basically, Game Pass is becoming the Netflix of video games.
Yeah, games as a service, I actually love. I love games as a service.
Game Pass rules. Game Pass is awesome.
I completely agree. I think that it's like because like you look at like movies, right? We used to have to buy every fucking DVD, but now it's like honestly, it's a lot cheaper to fucking be in the movies and shit than it was fucking 15 years ago. And it could be that way for games if they do it right. Like, obviously, it sucks that like things get consolidated, but it's not always terrible for us.
I also do wonder too if within the next 5 years, right, there's another major competitor that steps up that then sees the value in that. In something like if Microsoft or Sony end up making a deal with like a TV manufacturer, for example, where they build into the TV like Game Pass, or they build into the
literally
TV.
Makes TVs.
That's what I'm saying, right? So if Sony ends up doing that, that could be a whole game changer too. We could see Apple joining the mix potentially. That throws other acquisitions into it. So
Apple's gonna buy Nintendo.
There's no way. I mean, if anybody does, I think Apple would make the most sense, but it's not going to happen. Yeah.
I know
everybody got a price and some terms, man.
I agree. Everyone's got a price.
Sure.
I mean, Nintendo is like the Apple of the industry to an extent.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
There was like an Xbox documentary that went over the history of how the Xbox was made, so no one else is going to watch it. But one of the things that was funny is they talk about the Nintendo deal that Microsoft basically got into making consoles because Sony, who is somewhat of the direct competitor to what they were doing in a way, was getting into people's homes with the PlayStation. And then the worry was that the PlayStation would become so big that it make the PC obsolete. So Microsoft wanted to get into consoles, and then they first tried to buy Nintendo, and Nintendo said no. And then
Nintendo
they
laughed them out of the room.
Yeah, Nintendo literally did not even give them the time of the day.
Dang.
This was just a play to steal market share.
Wait, what?
That's
what
why Microsoft. Like you're saying that you're saying that Microsoft got in the game because they were afraid that.
Sony would get into everyone's houses with the PlayStation, and then people wouldn't need PCs, and then people don't need PCs, they don't need Windows.
Somebody was really capping back then.
Interesting.
That's tough.
So that's why Microsoft got into gaming, because Microsoft didn't make hardware; they made software. They made Windows and Office. I would highly recommend that documentary series. It's actually on the Xbox channel on YouTube. It's very good.
I've heard it's good.
What's it
Is
called?
that the history of Xbox One, right?
History of Xbox.
Hold on, I'll get a link.
It's
to the first one.
How long is it?
It's
6
like 4
episodes,
parts. I think it's 4. And maybe it is 6, but they're like 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
they're really good.
It is 6. Yeah.
There's a whole episode dedicated to the Red Ring of Death and like how that almost killed them and how their momentum was all screwed up and how they were replacing all the Xboxes that were like in their warehouse and sending them all back.
I was actually
it was
impressed
really good.
The guy who came up with the idea of the Xbox One and all that nonsense. Actually, he was interviewed for this. I was actually impressed because I didn't think he would even bother after how all that went down.
And they talked about their horrible press conference where they just talked about TV for half of it. Yeah, it's a good documentary. Power On is what it's called if you want to watch it. It's on the Xbox channel.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember hearing about this. Yes.
But yeah, the reason that they're definitely for modern times, the reason they definitely want to do this is for the whole reason like Game Pass is their like what's making them money. Like there's a very big raise in their stock prices recently, and that's been pushed by gaming. And this is before the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Just game sales have become such a big thing for Microsoft that like Microsoft has more money than sense basically. And for them to spend 70 billion on gaming, which at first was something they weren't even sure they were going to get into, shows you how much money that's making them now.
I do wonder though, when you think about the future of Xbox and the future of PlayStation, and we were talking about, how much money they're making off of it and all these different acquisitions, and sort of the state of the industry right now where it's Sony versus Xbox, but they're not even like really, I think, competing in the same way yet, right? Like Xbox kind of already has the Game Pass thing down pat. Sony wants to do it eventually. It's probably still going to take them a while to do it. But then you look at how exclusives are nowadays too, where Sony's moving away from it now. You have things like God of War coming to PC, Horizon coming to PC. Every game that you get on Xbox, you could buy on Steam. They're all there. You could play every Xbox game on a PC. So you don't even necessarily need an Xbox for it. Like, I think I'm trying to think of a good example of a game, but like had Halo Infinite, for example, I guess it's a good one. If Halo Infinite was only on Xbox consoles, I would have purchased an Xbox already, but it's not. I could play it on PC, and so I have been playing it on PC, and it's running great, and I have no issues with it.
Yeah, but the whole point of doing that, Roger, is they get more people in. Halo Infinite has like 25 million
exactly,
players.
and that's where I wanted to go with that.
More.
Exactly.
Would you have still bought Halo Infinite if it wasn't free to play? Because I know you didn't buy the campaign.
No, I didn't buy the campaign. I just played it free.
Would you have gotten Halo Infinite if it was multiplayer?
If it was free multiplayer and it was on Xbox exclusively, I would have bought an Xbox.
No. What I'm saying is, would you have still bought it on PC if you had to pay for the multiplayer full price?
Oh no, absolutely not. No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So they're willing to do that because what's valuable now is people's time and attention. So that's what the new competition is. Like the consoles exist and they will always exist in some fashion, really. But what matters now is how many people are engaged with your content. So that's where Microsoft and Sony are headed. Is putting stuff on PC. Yeah, the Xbox is selling less than PlayStation and probably will, but because they have stuff on PC, they have a bigger market share in terms of players who are playing their games.
Right, their software versus their hardware. Totally. Well, anything else on the topic of
that? I just need somebody to bring back Bloody Roar. On God, that's it.
Who owns Bloody Roar?
Konami. Shit never coming back.
It's locked to Konami.
Never coming back.
Bro, Konami, go ahead one time.
Bloody Roar Sega? I swear, Bloody Roar Sega.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, Bloody Roar is Hudson Soft, which is owned by Konami. Yeah. Oh, whoa! Actually, wait a minute. Bloody Roar. Activision, published by Activision, owned by developed by Konami, published by Activision.
It's published by Activision in the U.S. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Konami owns it though.
Yes.
That shit dead.
And Beautiful Joe.
Free Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe's Capcom. Yeah.
Hey, free my nigga Joe, bro.
Free Joe, man.
He locked up back there.
Someone in the chat said if anything,
life in the box,
bro. Yeah, Joe, who his baddie, bro? He just locked up there. Right. Let him out.
Someone in the chat said, if anything, I would like to see Nintendo buy Sega.
I don't.
Nintendo's not buying shit.
Do that.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
The thing about this is Microsoft and Sony aren't just games. They have giant companies. Sony makes so much shit.
Sure.
So they just have this extra money to spend around. Yes, like Nintendo's worth a bunch. You have to realize 70 billion is higher than Nintendo's market cap. Like where Nintendo is valued right now. 70 billion is higher than that. So like Nintendo as a company isn't really in a position to go, oh, hey, let's just spend billions to just buy out a studio. Not a big studio. They can buy like small studios.
I also think it's so against Nintendo's business practice to never even do that.
They don't need to.
That's the difference between Nintendo, which is a gaming company, and Microsoft and Sony, which are companies that make games. They're completely different.
I think like the big difference always like with Nintendo and others that I've always said is like because Nintendo's IPs are very cartoony, right?
Yeah.
They can make so many like you could just have like 3 different types of Yoshi games, 10 different types of Mario games, 3 different Luigi games, whereas like something that's massive for PlayStation like God of War, Uncharted, they can't really make like side things for those games. so they quite literally need other IPs to do stuff. You know, it's the same thing with Xbox. Like they you can't make. I mean, you could, but like most of you aren't playing it. Like you can't make Halo cards. You know, you can't. You're not having all these different.
You didn't play
spin-offs.
Tactics.
That's true. That's true. Tactics
Halo
counts.
Wars. That's right. Halo Wars.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever the
You
fuck
can
it's
have
called.
some for sure, but like it's not the same in that sense. With Nintendo, they just like because all their IPs are like a lot of them are.
They're much
anime
more
stuff, like,
in-house,
they're
I
flexible.
think.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, exactly.
And the other thing is too though is they're only available on Nintendo systems.
Exactly.
Like you're never playing a Pokemon game on a PlayStation. It's
Exactly.
just like
That is what it is.
The business practice just doesn't make sense for them.
yeah, exactly.
Arceus would go crazy on my 3060, bro. This shit would go crazy, bro.
And Nintendo
Yeah,
just does
that's
deals like they don't own a lot of the levels a lot of the devs people associate them with.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just those devs just like they don't own Sakurai Studio, for instance, but Sakurai
Yeah.
Studio just makes Nintendo games.
Yeah, same thing with like Mercury Steam. I'm pretty sure.
Like they have a lot of second parties though. Like even like Intelligent Systems and the Pokemon company
Yeah.
is technically second party.
Yeah.
Even though Nintendo has stakes in those companies, but like Nintendo has stakes in Side Games now. That was the deal they brokered for
right.
Jalia Lost.
That's right.
Do they own Retro?
Yes.
They do own
Yes,
Retro. They own
that's right.
Retro.
They
They own
bought
Next
Retro.
Level completely. They own Next Level completely too. They have obviously a huge stake in Pokemon Company.
And a lot of times they'll own IPs. Like like someone chats like they own Astral Chain, but Platinum's the developer. So
Yep. They own Monolith Soft.
yeah.
Does Nintendo own Earthbound?
Whoa.
I think it's a game
the,
fix situation, right?
No, I think the
No, no,
lead
no.
creator has the rights to it.
Itoy does. Right. He has the
Okay.
rights to the because Itoy outside of Nintendo will make a Hobonichi every year, which is like this daily calendar thing, and they'll sell it. And Itoy, his day job is he basically is like a talk show guy in Japan. He does this like weekly newspaper thing, and sells this little daily calendar. And every year there's a new daily calendar that has a new Earthbound theming. So he does own completely the rights to Earthbound.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's why Earthbound music isn't played on Smash tournaments.
That's probably why, yeah, because Itoy owns the rights. Yeah.
Even though he would never do anything.
Man, I still to this day, I want Itoy to sell the rights to Nintendo and then Nintendo to hire Toby Fox to make an Earthbound game. That is like best case scenario in my mind. I know a lot of people would disagree, but I think like after playing through not Undertale, Deltarune last year, it's like he gets it. I feel like Toby understands what makes Earthbound Earthbound. So that'd be cool, man. Because that Mother 4 or whatever certainly is never being made. Didn't they recently shut that down?
Something like that.
Yeah. It is
Man,
what it is.
Copyright law is so fucking dumb.
It is.
annoying.
Well, anything else you guys want to talk about, or are we?
So
we
you know
good?
what is dumb? Oh,
What is it
ahead.
dumb, bro?
Go ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna talk about the Bungie side of things a little more because we're mostly on Microsoft.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I think the Sony buying Bungie has been in talks for a while,
Yeah.
most likely, because there's no way like.
Yeah, of
you
course.
don't
There's
just
no way
turn around
they
and
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way they have that conversation in like what
Yeah.
a couple months. There's no
Yeah.
way.
They probably move the announcement forward. Probably that's what I'm
Yes.
guessing.
I
Because-
think everything was set
Microsoft
like
does.
in time. I think everything was on schedule. It's just people on Twitter who don't know anything like to make a narrative.
Yeah,
Of,
they see it. It looks like an immediate response.
Yeah.
But like,
But I think that they probably advanced their announcement of it. Like
Yeah,
that's because like
definitely.
it is weirdly
Yeah, I think they
convenient
did
that-
too because they had
Yeah.
Bungie was just going to release their big expansion in like 3 weeks, so it's kind of
Yeah.
weird that they would like announce that right before.
yeah, because like Sony just has to like Sony. Okay, it's Microsoft did this. Sony's stock took like a giant dip the second the Activision Blizzard purchase was made. Their stock. went down
Microsoft
so
also took a little bit of a dip as well.
did it because I didn't hear.
Yeah,
anything
it
about
did.
that.
It did just because it was associated with Activision.
Oh, okay. Because then Activision stock went up.
Yeah.
for the first time.
Afterwards, it did go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm curious. Just while I was gone, did you guys mention at all like the whole Destiny being published by Activision Blizzard thing in the past? and Destiny obviously being developed by Bungie, but now Bungie, because I don't know if you discussed it in like the 5 minutes I was gone, but I think this could partially be a response to the Activision Blizzard stuff.
I think it's more just a direct response to Microsoft themselves, because you have to think like Halo was the thing that put Xbox on the map, and that was
right.
So like Sony now saying we own them is kind of in a way, it is in a way a response, but it's not like we just rushed this.
It's not.
No, of course, it was in the works for a long time.
Yeah.
Of course. It was just the timing was a little weird.
Yeah, Bungie's been trying to be like the next Blizzard. Like they're really expanding all over the world, and they've got a huge new game apparently they're working on that's going to be a competitive based game. So they're trying to like really branch out.
Did they say what genre the game is?
There's some rumors, but I actually don't remember what's public. But I somewhat heard about it.
Oh, interesting.
It makes sense, and the good thing. I agree with Coates that it is a little worrisome if you just want people to compete and not have to, like, the market not to be like dominated by one company.
Yeah, like I think it's gonna just be like a never-ending cycle of acquisitions until there's nothing to acquire anymore. Like that's the only thing.
There will be a stop because antitrust laws and that. Eventually they will stop them. There's gonna be a limit to how much you're gonna be able to buy. But my thing is like for the studios, it's good for the studios because now there's a bunch of money above them that they don't have to worry about. So like Bungie wanting to work on Destiny or something, I don't know they're gonna work as a Bungie nearly as much as Blizzard. So like maybe they have more time to work on the next Destiny thing because now they're not rushing it for Activision, or they don't have to rush it because they have to pay for it themselves to stay as a company.
I play a ton of it, so I know a good bit. Like when they went independent, they lost a lot of help on like their expansions. It's like they had to literally be like, yeah, we're not gonna have an expansion ever as big as like this one because we don't have as many people now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've been pretty open about having to cut back on things.
If I remember correctly, that was a big reason why Activision let Bungie buy the rights back and like depart, is because Activision had a lot of studios that were helping them on those. But if they could take those studios and put them on Call of Duty if they don't have to help with Destiny anymore.
There was also probably a little sway with Bungie talking back with creative freedom shit and them getting in the way of what they wanted to do creatively. Might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, there's a ton of shit there that you can look up.
Yeah,
there's basically that.
Well, another thing I'm worried about with all these acquisitions is job security for all of the actual developers making the games and not just the development studios, because we don't know exactly who's staying with these acquisitions. Has there ever been a time where like a studio just completely dissolved after acquisition?
Not immediately.
Now, what was
a while.
What was the Fable developer?
Lionhead,
yeah.
So then they talk about in the documentary is that with Lionhead, they were like, Lionhead did its things, and Peter Molyneux lies about a bunch of stuff. But Lionhead did his things, he made his games, and then later it started like struggling a lot to even put out a game. So eventually Microsoft kind of dissolved it, but they realized that they wished that they kept Lionhead as like a company that could still make things rather than just dissolving it.
Didn't Disney kill a bunch of game studios after buying them? Like immediately?
Yeah. Yes, I remember that.
Yep.
So that's like one of the other things I'm worried about.
So I think more recently it's EA and the way it handles studios that work under it, because EA will run a studio into the ground and just get rid of it when it feels like your games don't make sense anymore. But like Microsoft hasn't, to my knowledge, Obsidian, all the Bethesda studios, they haven't just gone away on and just fired a bunch of people and just got rid of them because they would have made tons of headlines. So to my knowledge, Microsoft hasn't been doing that. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, obviously, but there hasn't been a giant amount of that has messed up like a bunch of studios, because they would definitely get published the second they did that.
I'm just typing in a quick list of Microsoft game studios to see which ones they own.
They own quite a lot.
Yeah, they do. So it says here, let me see, pull this up. ZeniMax Media, which includes Bethesda, ID Software, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, and then it says best known IP, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake, Dishonored, and Evil Within. Then obviously Activision Blizzard, which we just talked about, which is Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Diablo, Hearthstone, Overwatch, StarCraft, Candy Crush, Tony Hawk.
We're gonna just list them all after we just talked about them.
No, but I know, but I'm just saying it's the full list right here. I'm just going in order. Guitar Hero, Skylanders, Spyro, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, Sea of Thieves, Battletoads, which is rare.
Yeah.
Yep. 343, which obviously is Halo, The Coalition, which is Gears of War, Mojang, which is Minecraft, Ninja Theory, which is Heavenly Sword, Devil May Cry. Ninja Theory actually helped with development of Disney Infinity, and that's also Hellblade as well. Playground Games, which does Forza, Undead Labs, which does State of Decay, Compulsion Games, which I've never even heard of, but it says Contrast and We Happy Few. And then Obsidian, which Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights, Fallout New Vegas, the South Park game, Outer Worlds, In Exile Entertainment, another one I never heard of, which is Wasteland 2, Wasteland 3, and Torment. And then finally Double Fine, which is Psychonauts, Broken Age, Brutal Legend, Costume Quest, and Grim Fandango.
Yo, Brutal Legend, bro.
What a game. That game can never happen again, but what a game.
I love that game, dude.
That's the Jack Black one, right?
Yeah, bro, that game's sick.
Why can't that game ever happen again?
There's so much copyrighted
There's
music
so
in
much.
that
Oh, okay.
There's such a cool set piece when you're like riding your car down a mountain or something, and through the fire and the flames kicks in. Like,
Bro,
it's sick,
half
but,
of that album, half of that the music in that game is Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, if you were to stream that shit, you have to literally mute it.
You have to literally mute that game, dude. And like Ozzy Osbourne, like that's the whole.
It's because it's such a love letter to fucking rock music.
Yeah, it's just
you literally can't get around to the copyright.
Ozzy Osbourne's the merchant in that game.
I forgot about that.
He's sick.
Yeah,
I'd be interested to watch a stream playthrough of that.
It's definitely just.
Hey, do a blind playthrough of it on your own time. It's on Steam.
Don't do it. Don't actually do that.
No, for real, do that though.
No, I think it's a better watch.
You think it's a better watch?
Yeah, I think it's a better watch.
No, because the best part.
Where are you
going
to be able to watch it though if it has all these copyright and stuff in it?
That
You can still
game
watch it, trust.
is not what you think it is. It literally changes. I've never seen a game change its genre halfway through a game.
Yeah, it does that. I almost forgot. It does that a lot.
It changes its genre like twice. It's sick.
It's like, so yeah, there's definitely the worry of monopolies and those kind of things, but I feel like for the studios, sometimes it's a good thing. Like I've been saying, I have way more faith in Microsoft because the big problem around, well, at least Blizzard and Activision, obviously, has been that, like I said, they have to chase stock prices. So like a new expansion for like WoW or something, if it's bad and they need more time to fix it, well, you can't. We got to put it out in this physical quarter because we need to make money. Not Overwatch, Warcraft 3 Reforged was a dumpster fire. And it got released in that state because its physical quarter's ending.
I think it's too early in this new age of acquisitions and service or games as a service that we can't really, like, we could say it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, but there's no evidence yet to really say otherwise.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
I'm just hopeful that everything does turn out good because from the looks of it, Microsoft does look like it has everything set up properly to succeed. I just hope that it actually does. And that a bunch of developers don't get fired and lose jobs and all that shit.
Yeah. Like that they immediately just start folding them into other smaller development studios. Yeah.
Because Microsoft so far has been, we get all these studios, we just want them under our umbrella and they will just work themselves. I'll say something real fast. Someone's asking. Tencent doesn't own Epic. They have like a 40% share of Epic, but Tencent owns all of Riot.
All of it?
Yes. Tencent owns Riot Games.
Oh.
Tencent has like a lot of partial stake in a lot of different companies.
Tencent also provides your water to your house.
And the air to your lungs. They give you your eyesight.
They have your IP address right now.
Probably.
It's also funny because the Chinese government came to Tencent and told them they need to stop making as many games in making as much money from games and taking money from them, so they've been like expanding outward.
I think that's that though. I kind of want to hear about Ricky's report.
That's actually what. Yeah, I want to hear what he's been watching over the course of, because you said in the very beginning, or I guess it was the pre-show, you mentioned that you consumed 20 hours of entertainment and movies. So what is the Ricky recap this week? What have you been watching? What did you discover?
So okay, so I know a lot of people have been tweeting me, DMing me, calling me, crazy, doing whatever they could to get in touch with me about this Ricky thing, and like trying to expose me to the stuff that I missed over like the last 4 years. And we're gonna get into all of it, but there's so much. You miss out on a lot. There's so much. If only you knew how much information I consumed over the last 3 weeks, my head is about to split. Hiya.
This man was looking at pictures of beans and Nikes, bro.
You guys were sending me some.
He
of the most
really
random
calls the
stuff.
Among Us niggas beans and Nikes, bro.
Because that's what I saw. I don't have full context until I start Googling some things. You get what I'm saying? But okay.
You're right.
This show's already been going on for like 10 hours already.
Oh yeah, it's been a long one today.
Oh yeah.
Next one's probably going to be just as long.
Probably.
I'm thinking, rather than just like going to everything, we can save some of that for subsequent episodes.
Oh, of course,
Like,
of course.
The thing that like is of great interest to me, right, is stuff that I got exposed to, but I still don't like fully understand. Okay.
Sure.
And I guess I need the chat and I need the crew, like at least get me up to date on this stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll fill you in.
Okay, so I guess we got to have a talk for a second, because I've been in the Japan Time Discord little thing that we got, and I'm noticing some things. Y'all got like all these little inside jokes, all these little like secrets, things that you keep hiding from me. Because whenever
anything from you, it's an inside joke, right? Where the fuck were you at when it took place? Where the fuck were you at when it was coined, when it was actually created? Who is hiding anything?
Questions, though.
What the fuck? How do you hide an inside joke?
Inside jokes?
It's an inside joke, bro. You was outside, right? You was outside talking about why am I not a part of this inside joke? You was out there, bro. You had to be there. If you wasn't there,
This is crazy.
That's fair, shofu. Before I get on your, that's fair.
Hey.
But,
You were gonna do what?
But I'm asking questions, and when I'm asking questions, nobody's giving me any answers. Roger's talking about. I don't want to reveal this, but he's talking about something sensitive that we're gonna reveal soon. And he said something about C for C. And I'm like, oh, what's C for C? And
you were here for that.
You were there for that.
You were here for that.
Nobody's telling me what that is.
You were there for that.
You don't even know what that is.
Smash 4 days.
I'll just say this. I'll say this much.
Don't say anything.
I'm gonna. You're trying to activate me right now, Coach. Chill out. Okay.
Get him, bro.
Y'all got me out here. You're forcing me to go out there and become a PI. I spent the last 3 weeks investigating all the nonsense, the buncombe and schlock that y'all fellas been on for the last 4 years.
The what?
Y'all turning me into the very thing that I hate. Wasting my time when I'm in album mode. I'm in album mode right now, bro. Can any of y'all explain to me with your own lips and your own mouth and your own soul?
I already know where this is going. I know it.
Oh, God. And your whole body. Can you explain to me Bowsette?
Oh, Bowsette. Oh, yeah. Wow, you missed Bowsette.
Mike, take it away. Hey, Mike, take it away.
Look at me.
You missed Bowsette.
Hold on. Now,
This is all on Mike.
I don't need.
Why is this no?
Mike, you see
Mike, don't act like you don't have 30,000 terabytes of Bowsette pictures on your computer.
Terabytes?
Nah, he needs to know. He needs to know.
I need you. I need
He needs
somebody
to
make it
know.
real simple.
He
Okay, so
needs to know.
I'll make it
I
simple. This is
I got him.
I can't believe we're letting Mike get away with this.
I got him.
I need to know.
Yeah.
This is all I'm asking. I want you to tell me who and what and what you
Yes.
did and
Ricky,
where
I
you
got
were
okay.
when Bowsette was happening. Let me see if any of you, if y'all intervened. I know some stuff about this. Let me see if any of y'all intervened.
I can't believe y'all let
were
Mike get away with
righteous
this.
and advocated for justice. Please. I
Okay,
gotta know who
so
I'm
here we
doing.
go. So Fidel is, I'm sure, looking for photos to show you right now. But let me explain what Bowsette is. Okay,
yeah.
there was a game on the Wii U. Which you obviously remember, there was New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, right? They re-released that game for Switch 2 years ago, and as a new bonus feature of what is going on? Who is typing off? Oh, it's Fidel. All right. So anyway, as a new feature of that game coming to the Switch, they added a new little crown item to the game, where if you're playing as Toadette, which is one of the, you know who Toadette is, right? The girl Toad. If you're playing as Toadette and you grab this crown, you turn yourself into Peach. And so it was like a little bonus item that was in New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, the Switch version. So what happened was someone made a comic where what would happen if Bowser took the crown? What would happen if Bowser grabbed Peach's crown item? And so Bowser would turn into Peach with like the Bowser aesthetic. And then this little original, the original comic blew up. People were losing their minds. And this wasn't like a Japan Time thing. We talked about it on Japan Time, but this wasn't like an inside joke of the show. This was something that like took over the internet for a couple months.
Like it was bad.
It was bad. And a bunch of people were just really horny for this Bowser that looks like Peach, which is just the Bowser that grabbed the Peach crown item that was from that game. Yeah.
So is it still technically Bowser?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's different, it's okay.
It's Bowser. It's Bowser in the body of Peach. Yeah.
Shut up.
Listen. I'm just telling.
No, you're not.
It's still Bowser, bro. Like,
No, you're
it
not.
doesn't mean anything because he doesn't exist, but it's still Bowser.
Yeah.
No, get him out of here.
I'm hearing that Mike has terabytes of this. Did y'all conduct yourself in an appropriate and proper way? I'm asking y'all and I'm asking chat. I'm asking everybody. Did y'all just answer the question simply? That's all I want to know.
I was not a Bowsetter.
They did.
I was also not a Bowsetter.
I was also not a Bowsetter, although Token Black has a song called Bowsette in My Browser, and that shit kind of fire, bro. Not gonna lie.
I feel like y'all are just lying. I feel
Ricky.
Oh no, hold on, I got you.
Who's lying?
Ricky, this blew up on the internet. It's just
It was a
Ethan
fucking
Bowser.
meme at some point, right?
It's like a Peach character that's drawn with Bowser aesthetics.
That's
Just
it.
like, that's it.
It's all
But it was
Like
bad.
a
It was
basically
bad.
goth
Because
Peach.
then what ended up happening is that people were going, okay, well, if Bowser grabs the Peach crown, he becomes Bowsette. But like, what happens if Boo does it? So then there was like Boozette, and it was like, and then there was the Piranha Plant version, and I don't even think that would have had a name, but it was like the Piranha Plant as Peach.
There was Chain Chompet. Yeah.
Chain Chompet. Yeah. Thwompet. Yeah.
The Wompat.
There were a bunch of them.
I never heard about no Thwompet.
I saw
That's
Thwompet.
vile.
I never seen the Thwompet.
So did you think that was like a Japan Time meme, or did you think it was like a full?
I wasn't quite sure where the origins came from.
Oh yeah.
And I was in a certain state thinking about the degradation of the show. I was thinking about how I came back, right? And on the first episode, after 4 years, all I was met with were questions. Invasive, prodding questions. Ricky, where were you? What were you doing? Who were you having sex with in prison? Why are you a father? All this crazy stuff, right?
Huh?
That's what Roger was asking. He was like, "How?"
That is not what I asked. What are you talking about? Go back.
No, Roger did ask that question.
I did not. There was absolutely no way in a million years. Go back to the tape that I was saying, Ricky, who were you having sex with in prison? That absolutely did not come out of my mouth.
You're trying to act.
Yo, Roger, you're getting a little too defensive over here, bro.
I was like, no, because what we were talking about was that Ricky was catfishing as me, and then I was getting messages from girls that he catfished as me from.
Roger, we gotta have a conversation right here, right now.
That's the conversation we talked about on the show. He was catfishing as me.
This is crazy.
I don't know. Why was she catfishing as you?
Pay attention.
I was like,
pay attention real quick, bro. You're trying to change the narrative because you know exactly where I'm going. You know exactly where I'm going. This is deflection. Okay.
You're going into the rabbit thing.
Yeah. I'm going to the place that you thought I was going to in the very first place.
The rabbit one, of course.
When
he wasn't here for. Go ahead.
When y'all are talking about fucking rabbits,
bro, there's no way you weren't here for that.
And slurping for shofu and coming for toast.
Wait, nobody was slurping for shofu. No. Nobody was slurping for shofu, but they were coming for codes.
Who's slurping for shofu?
Okay, so shofu.
We're talking about coming and slurping.
No. Hold up.
This is the end of the Ricky.
Nobody was slurping for shofu. I do have 2 songs called "Slurping on My Nuts."
Exactly.
I do have
the slurping that comes from shofu song.
On my nuts. Right. Were you not here for slurping on my nuts? Pause.
Oh my god! Just no.
What is slurping on my nuts?
There's just no
you said
Hold on, I gotta check what slurping on my nuts came out, bro. Hold on.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a great show.
Let me do my plug, man.
That's a banger.
Where's the original video?
What just happened?
This is next level. We're gonna talk about more wholesome stuff in the next.
You came a little strong on that one, bro.
It was because this was.
No. I thought you were gonna talk about Spider-Man or some shit. This man came up like he's talking about.
That's what you wanted me to talk about. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, all right, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I bet we do want to know what you thought of Spider-Man.
You can find out in the next episode. I gotta give it out in a drip. I can't just give. I can't just give it all in a single one. It's like been 3 hours, man. Let's
I do love the little teasers you do for the end of the episodes now, though. I really like them. Are we gonna play one today or no?
I give it to.
Play one of them. That'll be a good way to end the show tonight. Play one of them.
Well, aren't we doing a plug and then we just end it that way? Let's do our plug.
People know where they can find us now. It's fine. We don't got to worry about that.
Wait,
plug anymore.
Weren't you gonna announce something?
You don't do the plugs anymore? But I'm new. I haven't been here.
It's been forever for Ricky. He should do a plug, I guess.
You do a plug. Where can people find you, Ricky?
Okay. First and foremost, you can find me on the KMF radio show this Wednesday. Chopping it up.
Talk to him.
With Mr. Tito KMF at twitch.tv/Tito KMF. We're probably going to be talking about a bunch of topics, all of which is probably going to get your IP address flagged, bro.
It's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Y'all want to hear real story time with Ricky Cocaine?
I'm telling some stories, not too many, just enough
bro.
To get them hooked. That's all that is.
Man.
Then we'll probably be giving out some unlicensed financial and love advice. Talking about. We're going to talk about. You might need this, shofu. We're going to talk about how to get money. We're going to talk about how to find love.
Oh my god!
You know,
what you trying to say?
I'm just. What do you think? Listen. All I'm saying is, you could get some good advice from a guy like me. I know how to seduce.
I think he just called you broke, shofu.
I know how to talk to.
So what you trying to say?
I'm talking about the ladies. I know many things about the ladies. I know how to get.
So you're saying shofu can't get ladies? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, what's wrong with having more information? Some of y'all don't know these things.
You're assuming he doesn't have this information.
Listen, how many breasts?
So what ladies was you getting in jail? So what ladies was you getting in jail? Listen,
bro. Come to the show. I'm going to tell you about all the ladies that came to talk to me while I was in jail. Like you.
He ain't had no conjugal visits, nigga.
Nah.
Only lady he was getting is the lunch lady.
I'm done. Coast, I got something for you at the end of the show.
I don't want. Nah, guys, I gotta go.
Coast, I got something.
We do have an announcement though. We do have an announcement.
Anytime fucking this man says he's got something for me, I fucking run to the hills.
So we do have an announcement. The website is still not live officially yet, but it will be live within the next couple days. Our merch store is going to be japantime.shop. So if you type in japantime.shop, you're not gonna find the page yet. It's just locked out. But in a couple days, you're gonna be able to go on there. We're gonna put tweets out on the Team Japan Time Twitter and on all the pages and everything. We're gonna make sure to link to it on Discord. And actually, the shop is going to be launching with merchandise, so you don't actually have to just wait. You want to show the samples? Go ahead. Yeah. Pull them up, Shofu, if you got the images.
Y'all can finally get your C for C T-shirts.
Hold on.
Right now.
C for C T-shirt.
This is unbelievable, bro.
So what we're launching the store with is we're launching with 3 different hats, 3 different variations of the fake Rogers base logo. Shofu's going to pull them up on stream right now. Those 3 will be available on the website when it officially launches. Again, we will remind you, we will put tweets out once the website's actually on. It's not fully online right now, but it's going to be japantime.shop. You're going to be able to get these 3 variations of hats, and then hopefully by the next show, they said mid-February is when they're going to send the samples out, but hopefully by the next show, we should have a solid date for the jackets as well that we showed off on the previous episode. So here we go. This is one of the hats. This is one of them. This is the Shrine version of the hat. This is one of them. This will be available as soon as the shop officially launches. This has the Shrine logo with Japan Time underneath it. Very nice.
Embroidered.
Nicely embroidered. The next one that Shofu's going to pull up, I think, is the abbreviated logo, right? So that's JPN, really nice. Very simple looking with the clock on the left-hand side. That's going to be available as well. And then the third hat is, of course, the regular standard Japan Time logo hat. Fully Japan Time with the clock on the left-hand side. I don't think that one's on screen yet, but I'm sure Shofu will pull it up. That's the other sample. Oh, no worries, no worries. That's the abbreviated one you guys are seeing right now. This is the full logo version as well with the clock on the side. Japan Time and the little logo. I think it looks really cute. So all 3 of those will be available on the website when the website launches. Again, it should be within the next day or so. We're waiting on confirmation from the manufacturer. We are also going to have a bunch of other stuff progressively coming out on the shop over the course of the next 2 weeks, including hoodies, T-shirts, what are some of the other things? Stickers, magnets. Ricky Cocaine has a pill box, which is going to look really cool. So all that kind of stuff. The pill box is going to be great. The Ricky Cocaine pill box is awesome.
Did you say a clock was going to... Is it
the clock? So the clock is going to be... Okay, so this is like back end
limited
stuff.
edition.
Matter. Yeah. So the first limited edition thing that we're going to be launching is going to be the jacket, which you guys have seen before. Shofu can pull it up again if you guys forgot what it looks like. But that jacket is going to be the first limited edition item, and then we're going to be doing quarterly limited edition items. So this first quarter is going to be the jacket. The next quarter will be the clock, which is going to be like a minimalist alarm clock that has the kanji for whatever the time is on the right-hand side, and then the actual just digital clock. But this is the jacket. This is the jacket. So, yeah, this is going to be very limited edition. They're only making, I think, 200 of them. And they're expensive. They're expensive. They're $79.99, so they are expensive.
That is not bad for this jacket at all.
But it is not bad for the jacket. Exactly. Yeah. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Only 200 are made. Yeah. And then literally they're done. Once we've sold 200, they're gone. So if you want one, you got to get it. Yeah.
Yeah. This looks nice. I'm going to have to get one.
You said I'm going to get that pre-order early. Yes, sir.
Of course. We're going to announce... Right. We're going to announce the campaign page for it on a future episode. You will know. We're not going to launch this without telling you guys. We'll probably let you know a couple days in advance. So if it's like a midnight launch, you guys can go make a day of it or whatever and go on the website.
For this.
Yeah, have a little countdown on the Japan Time website. That'll be kind of cool. But yeah.
Give it up for Roger, man. He's been putting a lot of work.
Catch me on the resale market.
Shout out to Roger.
What'd you say?
I said shout out to Roger. He's been putting a lot of work in the back.
Thank you. Thank you.
To make this really happen for you guys, man.
It's been a lot of work. I've been on multiple different calls with manufacturers and trying to get everything going. But yeah, the merch store is actually officially happening. Things do look really nice. Samples are going out right now. I think Shofu has a hat in the mail. I know I've got a hat in the mail. And then
with the jacket, Roger, you're gonna
need that
add
jacket.
that patch to it, right?
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing too. So yeah, the jacket. People were saying that they really wanted the patch. If you could pull it up on screen again, so people know what I'm talking about. There's basically a patch on the back of the jacket of the concept picture that's underneath the Shrine logo. So there's like a small little tab. The little thing where it says Japan time and then JPN, it looks like a little rectangle and it's got the cross on it. That is actually now going to be on the right-hand sleeve. So it's going to be a sleeve patch instead of on the back. And then the back is going to have the fully embroidered the Shrine is actually on the polyester, and the front patch is embroidered. So that's what it's actually going to be. So the front patch is embroidered. The Japan time patch that was on the bottom of the back is going to be on the right-hand sleeve embroidered, and the actual Shrine logo with JPN is going to be printed onto the polyester with like the graph paper. So yeah, it's going to be cool though.
Get your pre-orders now. Get your mom's credit card info now.
Hey, chill.
Right now, bro.
Don't do that.
I will.
Yeah, but again, we'll make sure to remind you guys, we thought that the store would be open tonight. And like I said, the landing page is available, the URL's there, but the actual store hasn't launched yet fully. But we will make posts probably within the next week. Where you guys can go grab the hats at the very least. And then, like I said, the campaign for the jacket isn't starting until mid-February, so you still got a little bit of time. So if you still got some Christmas money left, make sure to hold on to it a little bit longer so you can grab that $79.99 jacket. So.
Really cool.
Yeah. I mean, look, you could either get the deluxe edition of Monster Hunter Rise or you could have our jacket. So, one of the two.
Jacket 100%.
2 years in the making, dang.
I'm still playing.
All I'm saying is there aren't 200 copies of Monster Hunter Rise.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? There's only 200 of these jackets.
All I'm saying is buy the fucking merch.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. Because I guess we talked about this behind the scenes a little bit, and I guess we did bring it up on the show before, but like the idea behind the merch store is that it's basically going to help us build out the show to what people have been wanting the show to be for a long time. I saw somebody, McDareth, somebody tweeted at you earlier saying, one of the episodes is going to be re-uploaded to YouTube. Again, Shofu can upload the episodes whatever he wants if he ever chooses to. But the episodes will all be uploaded eventually to Spotify. It's just a matter of getting that RSS URL. We have literally everything ready to go. The audio episodes are backed up. Shofu's got the hard drive. I literally delivered it to him by hand. So he's got the hard drive from McDareth with the full storage of all the previous episodes. And we've got...
I need an update on that, by the way.
Right. Well, he's got it.
After show.
Yeah, and then, like I said, the RSS feed is set up, but for whatever reason, the URL for the RSS feed isn't feeding into Spotify properly. And I think it's an issue on the actual Japan Time website end because everything else goes into Spotify just fine. So yeah, whenever War Chat fixes that, we're good. We're able to just immediately start uploading everything and we'll be good to go. It would be great if we could actually launch everything at the same time, right? Have like the merch store and the Spotify thing and everything go live the same day, but it's probably not going to happen that way just with all the other issues and all of us doing our own thing. But yeah, we're making moves. 2022 is going to be really nice for Japan Time, so look forward to it. Yeah, and we'll be back. Oh, hold on, never mind. We're live. We're gonna be. Yeah, right. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if something is to happen within the next 2 weeks, then we'll probably do it right after that thing happens. But if not, we'll be back in 2 weeks to do a spoiler talk of Legends Arceus and whatever other news comes out during that time. Yeah. So that's that.
Okay.
All right.
Follow me on Twitter, man.
At Ricky Cocaine. That's it.
At Ricky Cocaine. At 3K followers.
You're gonna play the stinger.
Follow him on
You gotta
Twitch
play the
at
stinger.
Rogers
We gotta
Base.
play one of the stingers. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you,
Can I
Shofu.
request the Coast Word one?
Oh yeah, let's do the coaster one. That was good. No, that was funny. We should do the coaster one. That's a good way to close it out.
It's
By the
already,
way,
everything's already with the boy.
Ricky, do you know about this website? The
Send
website
me-
is put in the podcast chat.
Of course, he doesn't know about the
JapanTime.cool.
Yeah.
We'll tell him
Yeah,
later.
yeah, I was on it.
No,
I was on it. Where am I?
You're not on it anymore.
You're not on it.
Lord champ. Where the heck is my profile?
I like that. This does have to be
Fidel's
updated though, because it says past guests Fidel, and so
that's up to date. He's gone after this episode.
We should keep it like that. It's funny like that.
that is actually funny like that.
Why?
And then there is an open spot right next to Tito. We could do that for Ricky. That works. War Champ
Oh
could
my
fix that.
This is crazy.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah. Where's
Someone
that
asked
stinger?
if-
Come on.
Someone asked if we'll do signatures on anything for a giveaway.
Oh, do they?
Merch. That would be kind of hard to do.
Yeah, we would
mean,
have to send it to
They would
me.
have to- yeah, send it to Roger, and then we have to
Me and
send it
Shofu would
around.
sign it, and then we'd send it around. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Maybe that
possible.
could be a
It would
one-off
hard, but it's
thing.
possible.
It could be a one-off like prize for something.
That'd be cool.
That would be way easier to do if we all were at a con or
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Probably not happening this year,
we're gonna
but
do
no.
at some point we will, for sure.
Yeah.
Is SmashCon still a thing?
It probably is coming back this summer, maybe.
Depends.
But I don't know if people are gonna want to travel to it.
Yeah.
During all this, but yeah.
I just sold her a candy. Fuck me. All right, where's this banger?
Yeah, we got to hear this. Come on, where's the stinger?
No, it's whenever Shofu's ready to play us out. We should have said goodbye to them a minute ago, I think.
We said goodbye. We're just waiting for the
That's not doing
stinger.
it right. No. We need a proper goodbye, bro.
Do we?
Yeah, do a proper goodbye.
We had the
Ricky,
stinger.
they
That's
don't
what
get
the
it,
stinger
bro.
is. The
Nah,
proper
you don't
goodbye.
get it, bro. You don't get it.
You don't just do a proper goodbye.
I don't get it, bro.
Okay.
So long, farewell, Avi.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
His suffering is not over. Cast into oblivion, he shall be torn limb from limb. Devoured by the fangs of his sins, the scarlet tears will never run dry. On the next episode of Japan Time, you will die, Coast Wado.